Sets your mind, shadow perception, absorbs the light. Hold my magnet, twisted claws, shifts the tides, left the trust, falls the freedom, find the free, dark destruction, rash and rings, wicked dreams, beats my sleep, the enemy of man is in my head. Let's roll. The Thursday night throwdown has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between, from Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota. Let's rage. As we have a special guest joining us this evening, returning to the rotation. A new guest to the rotation, but old but new. Ted Savransky steps up and in and joins us this evening. It'd be nice to have Teddy back breaking it down with us. Teddy's always surly, actually. Like, you know, let's set some numbers right now, actually. So, you know, out of like 5 questions that I ask Teddy, he'll be like, I don't know. I don't care. Like, I'll say he says that to about 3 of them. Teddy, you look forward to March Madness? Whatever. Like Ted Savransky, he's like, I know him better than some people, but he's incredibly consistent, at least, you know? I don't know if you recall, but I had him on TV actually about, 4 or 5 days before the Super Bowl. And the last thing I got out of him was, I don't even know if I'm going to bet the game. I don't even know if I'm going to bet the game. So, like, I'll just throw, like, I'll say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this Long Beach, Hawaii game tonight? What? Long Beach and Hawaii? Won't be in my portfolio. Now, if you're wondering what's the deal, is Morency wearing lipstick this evening? No, I'm not wearing a lipstick. I'm drinking a fruit smoothie. I told you, man, my schedule is all fucked up. I normally drink this at like fucking 10 in the morning, man. It's 10 at night. I don't know. I'm like backwards now, man. I just ate bacon and eggs like fucking 10 minutes ago. Maybe I'll have like a steak at fucking 4 in the morning or something. I don't know. I'm all backwards. See, I'm having a fruit smoothie. Except, yeah, my lips are pretty fucking red here. I look like Darren the Titian. There's enough THC in my system, Ryan J. Do they look that red? I can't tell really. Are they like that red? Yeah, as you can see. It's a little warm now. I've had this for a little while. And as you can see, I haven't done my dishes in a while, so I've got nothing but like a wine glass here. True story. Somebody walked up to Darren Detition once. Somebody walked up to Darren Detition once and asked him, "Hey, what's up with the lipstick on TV?" And Detition like beat the shit out of the guy. It's a true story. It was like at a it was like at a hockey game, like a youth game or something. I don't know if Detition's kid was playing or whatever, but it was not like a youth arena in a hockey rink. Some dude chirped at Detition. Said, "Hey, you're the dude. Hey, what's up with your lipstick? What do you do with your lips?" Detition said, "What do I do with my lips? What?" And he grabbed the guy. He fucking started. He went after the guy. Detition's like a big nut job, man. The guy's like all fucking roided up and shit. He's massive. Yeah, like if you ever see fucking Detition, like don't mouth off at him. Fuck. Like, I guess you could sue him. You could sue TSN. So yeah, chirp off, chirp away. Chirp. That's the thing. Detition goes out a lot too. It's funny. What up, Kitchener Ranger Ray? He was at there. I saw Darren Detition at that Argonaut game that we went to actually, but he was all disguised. I recognized his voice. Fuck. We were in a bathroom and I heard him talking to his buddy, and I look over. I'm like, oh fuck, it's Detition. But Detition had like a hat on and sunglasses. He doesn't want people coming up and asking him, "What's up with the fucking lipstick?" I used to do a show with Russ Amber, right? And so I know Russ real well. Russ did the boxing show too with Detition. So I asked Russ too. I said, "What's up with fucking Detition, man?" And he goes, he doesn't wear anything. He goes, "It's just for some reason in the light there, it looks like he does." I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "He's very sensitive to it. Like he doesn't, And it was Russ too. He goes, "Fucking Detition's like a workout nut job. Fuck, the guy's ripped. Like, Russ is like a world champion boxer." Russ is like, "Yeah." And he's even told me, he's like, "Yeah, Dutch, he's got a temper and stuff." Yeah, exactly. Small throw. He's out and about. Like, he's actually a cool dude. He's actually a cool dude, but he doesn't appear like he's cool on TV. Some people appear like they're cool on TV and they're not cool. Detition is one of these guys where you're like, I probably wouldn't like this guy, But, he's a beer drinking, fucking gambling, fighting, big fucking dude, whatever. Nathan Brooks, what? You got into a fight with Detition once, or you just you got into a stare down with him? And for the record, guys, I met Nathan Brooks. Nathan Brooks is a pretty big dude. Brooks probably drinks a lot of drinks like this. All right, we'll get to some picks here, but for the record, what do I have in this? I've got the the frozen berries, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and fucking I don't know whatever other fucking berry. There's like 4 berries in here. 2 cups of frozen berries. I've got it down now. I used to, when I started making this shit, I had to have the computer right there. I was like, what the fuck? Half cup? What? Now I can just fucking do it. Although I've had the same smoothie recipe every day for like the last fucking 2 months or since I've started doing this. So yeah, I've got two cups of berries. Half cup of coconut yogurt, organic coconut yogurt. Just to be ultra healthy, and I'm old. Three fucking ounces of prune juice. Half cup of orange juice. And normally I put spinach in it, but my spinach is expired. And I just realized today I've been eating fucking old spinach for the last 3 days in my smoothies. My ex-girlfriend was a customs food inspector. And she told me that best before dates are actually a scam. That there's actually like a kind of a fucking window of about a week. It's not ideal, but yeah, pucker up, boys. Yeah, I look like I look like the Joker. The original Joker. We'll get that, Batman. We'll get that, Batman. Damn you, Batman. I should do like the Joker scene. You want to know why I got this? How I got this scar on my face? I bet too much Filipino basketball in one night. I just lost it. Slit my fucking face right open. That'll scare people. All right. Yeah, it's a little much here, fuck. I got to do something about this. There we go. Now I know I shouldn't have a smoothie right before the show starts. Settle down, Rosa. That was yesterday. We move on. What's up, Rosa? We welcome Joanna into the chat. It's nice to have a lady in the chat. Normally it's just Sooner Lisa. All right. So one thing that I've noticed here this evening on television, at least in the Toronto area, is there's no basketball on. Normally we get fucking like every NBA game. If you've got good cable in Canada, you get like every fucking, look, we get every fucking Laker game. We get every game, but due to the motherfucking Olympics, it's either the Olympics or NHL hockey on every fucking channel. Like, do I even get this Golden State Warrior game? I'm on the verge of fucking melting down. Like, what the fuck's going on here? All right, we get the Warrior game. All right, good. I was about to snap. I just put it on one of the TSN channels, and they have the top 10 NBA playoff buzzer beater show going on. I'm like, you got buzzer beater shows. How about showing a buzzer beater from fucking this year instead of fucking 28 years ago? They're showing Michael Jordan and shit. It's fucking unbelievable. Yeah, so thank you, Bruce Chad. See, that's productive, Bruce Chad. That's not a smart ass comment of the worst possible thing to say at the worst possible time. See, now you're being helpful, Bruce. now you're being helpful. Thank you. Yeah, like Bruce last night after Team Canada fucking loses. Should have taken the U.S. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. Settle down, Brooks. I don't know, Brooks. You haven't been around, I guess. Bruce has turned. He's a heel now. It's like a wrestling fucking move. What's up, Wilson? Fucking, it's like a wrestling move. Bruce has turned fucking heel. Bruce used to be like a harmless pot-smoking, Domino's eating pizza fucking, good guy in the chat. Now he's like a fucking wise ass. Just wait. Just wait, Brooks, until Bruce mocks one of your bets. I should know, too. You see how much smoother... Everyone thought that Tom Marino guy was the big... Everybody thought that Tom Marino guy was like the big troublemaker. I just realized it. That Tom Marino was probably Soda Papansky, isn't it? Soda Papansky's either Ric Flair. There's one dude in here, too, that he thinks I don't know that he's like a fucking troll and shit, but he is. But he comes in under his real name sometimes. But I'm not going to throw it out because, it's like the FBI. I can't leak all my security information. But it's funny, like these guys don't think I know who the fuck they are. But I'm realizing, like last night, only Tom Marino would have been that guy last night in the middle of that dramatic game to say that this game sucks. Oh, here's Soda. No, but I was going to say, everyone thought that Tom Marino was the big problem in the chat, but I've noticed things are... the BS show, man, Fop's on fire. So the best thing I was going to say, we all thought Tom Marino was the problem. Look how smooth the chat is without Jazz. Look how smooth the fucking chat is without Jazz. Everybody gets along. Jazz is the real troublemaker. Jazz has been the problem. Jazz has been the problem. You see, Jazz hasn't been around for 2 weeks, and look, everything's smooth, everything's peaceful, no problems. Yeah, I'm not going through this with you again, dude, about the woman not being up to par, right? All right, so Teddy Cover's going to settle down, Keith Erickson. We'll boot you, too. Yeah, Ryan J., you're all right, Ryan J. Hey, what up, Kovacs? Jazz has always been good to you. No, I'm telling you, Jazz is the troublemaker. What up, MVP Sports? Nice to see Kyle in the house as well. Hopefully Kyle can make it out to Vegas. If not, we're going to have an event in Toronto in April, late April or so. Maybe early May. Late April, early May. All right, so we got this Clipper game going off the board here. We have the Clippers and the Warriors. Now, if you guys recall, we were doing the show right here, and I think we all had the Golden State Warriors on the road that night, if you recall. It wasn't that long ago. And if you remember we're like, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to come back. They're going to come back. And everyone in the chat kept fucking taking the Warriors. Like, oh, yeah, now's the time to jump in. Oh, yeah, now. Oh, look, now they're plus 160. Oh, we got to jump in now. And they got fucking massacred. And it was actually on Golden State's home court. 125-106. This was January the 10th. Feels like it was just fucking yesterday. Hard to believe. Really? Was it that long ago? Yeah, it was 125-106. But I'll tell you what, I guarantee you that if I remember that game that fucking vividly, and I'm like, oh yeah, the Clippers kicked the shit out of them, fuck. Then the Golden State Warriors remember this vividly. Hey, what's up, Juice? What's up, Pick Machine? Now, it seems, is it just me, guys? And, you know, I'm with you, Rosa. But is it just me? Doesn't it seem like every fucking time we pick the fucking Golden State Warriors to win as favorites, they don't? Now, Finney 2.0 says he likes the under tonight. And listen, I understand. I can't tell you, hey, that's crazy. You look at the total. What is it? It's up to 234.5 right now. All right, we're on the Utah Utes. Utah is up 61-55. What's the total up to right now? Let's check the current number for this game. Warriors minus 11, over under 234.5, 750 Warriors money line, 525 plus 525 clip money line. So it's a high number. And this is the highest total that the books have posted. Like I'm looking at the last 10 times that these two teams have played, and there hasn't been a total this high. The highest one they got to was like 228. But we should note that the Clippers and the Warriors have gone over the number the last 6 times that they have played each other. The last 6 times it's gone over the number. We can also tell you that the Golden State Warriors are 17-1 against the spread with Steve Kerr in a revenge game versus teams off consecutive wins. The LA Clippers beat the Warriors by 19 points in their last meeting. Now, the Warriors were tired and the Warriors were sloppy going into the All-Star break. You know, Steve Kerr talked about it about a month ago. You know, during that little funk there, remember that they got motherfucking drilled at Utah. They got pasted on their home court. Remember Draymond Green got booted out of a game? I don't know, man. There was a bunch of nights the Warriors have fucked us, guys. It's crazy. Like, for a damn good team, the Warriors have fucked us a lot this year on this show together. And, you know, there's been a couple of times. Remember, I think once, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma City went in there. I wanted to take the Thunder, and I was like, oh, it's a fucking revenge. The Warriors are off a loss. And, you know, it was all this trend bullshit. And what happened? Oklahoma City kicked the shit out of them. Draymond Green pulled his fucking dumbass act and fucking got kicked out of the game and was laughing and shit. Like, the Warriors were kind of a mess going into the All-Star break. I think that they're going to start turning it up a notch now again. They've had a couple of days off. You know, they're still the best team in basketball. I think they're going to start to tighten things up a little bit now and get a little crisper. I think, you know, they can accept the sloppiness then. Now, for the record, the Golden State Warriors are 1 loss away from you cashing a total bet. If you bet the Warriors under wins this year, I think it was 68.5. 68, 69 or whatever, 68.5, I think it was. So basically, like, they're already at that point right now. Like, if the Warriors lose 1 game, so the Warriors would have to go undefeated. If you bet the Warriors' future total this year to go over, you need the Golden State Warriors to go undefeated for the rest of the year. It's a pretty good bet that people are going to cash. Under on the Warriors, fuck. That's no stress. Fucking, here we are. First night after the All-Star break, you just need 1 loss to cash that bet. That's a nice bet. I don't know if anybody here did that, but very nice play. I'm going Johnny Public on this one. I'm not overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it. I think Payback's going to be a bitch. I think you know why I like the Warriors? I'll tell you why. The Warriors were sloppy going into the break. They're going to be more focused right now. They're going to want to send a message. Like, people are starting to murmur that, maybe they're beatable and stuff. I think, now they've had a couple of days off. They're going to dig down deep, and they're not going to fuck around as much. Number two, Curry's starting to heat up right now. Durant really isn't doing it. Durant's just sort of, Durant's just doing his thing, but Curry's starting to step it up a little bit right now. Coming into the break, Curry was starting to light it up. Curry historically lights up the Clippers. Number four, the Golden State Warriors hate the fucking Clippers. All right? It's a rivalry. They don't like each other. I remember years ago, may my grandmother rest in peace, it was last Christmas, I went to her house. I remember it was the Christmas Day game, and I don't know if you guys remember it, but Blake Griffin got kicked out. They got into a big fight and shit. Remember, like, the Clippers were supposed to win a title too, right? I mean, they were a stack. They had it all. And the Warriors and the Clippers both sort of came up together. And there were some fucking epic battles between those two teams. Except the Clippers remained the Clippers, and then the Warriors became who they are now. Except there's still bad blood between the two of them. And it doesn't matter, like, who's there and just there just is. And you throw in the fact that the Clippers, why do you think the Clippers ran the score up on them last time? If you guys remember, the Clippers were fucking dunking it and hitting threes when they were fucking drilling them and shit. Golden State didn't like it very much. I think it could be payback here. I just don't think Golden State's getting, if this was minus 13 or something versus the Sacramento Kings, speaking of which, the Kings are getting fucked up, 39-20. Pissed me off. I was actually going to money line parlay the Kings and the fucking Warriors, but I'm all discombobulated. I got a lot of shit going on here, and plus I had these games sort of tied up. It's hard to sit in the computer constantly and just, this game cash, let me put this bet in. Yeah, so if this was like the Warriors playing against just, the Wizards or, the Sixers or something, I wouldn't be in a hurry to lay the points. But they don't like the Clippers. They don't like the Clippers. To me, it's over or pass. I'll put it this way, guys. They didn't make it fucking 234 for nothing. You have to read between the lines. Why did they make this 234? Why do they do this? They're trying to scare you away from the over. That's what they're doing. Jimmy Vaccaro told me, one of the most respected odds makers ever in Vegas history. I lived in the same condo as him in Vegas. And I used to talk to him and ask questions. And I read an interview with him once where I heard him say once that if you bet, he was talking in general too, like with college football, NFL football, NBA. And he basically said, if you bet the over of every highest over and the under of every lowest under, you're going to win more than you're going to lose. And, cause you know what it was? When I lived in Vegas, I remember once they spit out like a 90-2 or something. It was like 88. It was literally like the highest college football total ever. And he said, he goes, it'll fucking sail over, watch. And it did too. They got into the hundreds and shit. They got over 100. And I asked him in the elevator, and I remember I said to him, I said, hey, I heard you say this, that I said, is that really true? Do you stand by it? And he goes, yeah. And he basically said, he goes, why do you think we put it up there? He goes, we're trying to scare you away. He goes, you put this crazy number up there because we know it's going to go. So that's the first thing I think. Like, case in point, last week before the break, the Lakers played the Minnesota Timberwolves. The total was 230-1. And so many people said, that's too high. I can't play it. It's too high. They fucking hit 255. The reason they put it at 231 is because they didn't want you to play it, because they knew it was going to go over. You have to read. Forget about capping the games, man. You can throw, I told you, man, my Korean buddy fucking doesn't know a name, can't name a fucking guy on a fucking team. He wins all the time. He knows how to look at the screen, And he's like, why are they doing this? Why do they have this number the way that they do? And if you can get into the mindset of the odds maker, you can beat the odds maker. It's sort of like a war. You can't defeat your enemy unless you understand your enemy. So you have to think. It's like a killer. If you're a homicide cop and you're trying to catch a killer, a serial killer, you have to think like a serial killer. So if you're betting sports, you have to think like a fucking odds maker. Why did he set this number the way that he did? Therefore, I think they're trying to scare us off of the total, and you're not going to scare me off. All right, Bet365 is in the in-game mode. It's 10.5 now. All right. First fucking quarter, though, -3.5. Are they going to come out smoking? Let's take a shot that we say, yes, they do. We're going to lay the 10.5 as well with the Golden State Warriors. So we just laid the first quarter. We just played the first quarter -3.5. We just put bigger on the Warriors minus the 10.5. We're going to go over the number. I'm not in love with the over. It's fucking high. It's fucking high, but I think the final score of this game is going to be like 129 to 114 or something. They'll get into the 240s. Golden State won't let up. Like I said, I think Golden State's going to fucking put on a show tonight. They're going to get Golden State average like 126 points a night at home, guys. Like the odds makers didn't just throw this number out there for a fucking reason. Like the Warriors put up high fucking numbers at home. Like for fucking, in a month, they average like 120 fucking 4 points, 126 points on their home court. So, 126 to fucking 109, it sails over. Like there's a lot of scenarios in which this game does go over the number. It's either going to sail over, it's going to get into the 240s, or it's going to be nowhere close. That's the way I think this goes down. It's going to fucking either be like, oh, fuck, you should have taken the over. Holy shit, fuck, in-game total, 256.5 now. Or it's going to be one of these fucking, it's going to be 23-23 after the first quarter. And people who took the fucking under are going to be laughing, fuck, because fucking the new in-game is going to be 208 or something. Settle down, Babano. We're not, this isn't TSN NHL trade deadline. Look at Babano. All these fucking hockey guys spreading their fucking hockey propaganda. Save it for the ice guys, Babano. Babano's, look at it. Babano's like hijacking my chat, fucking, with his, Babano's hijacking the chat with NHL trade deadline news. No, we appreciate the update, Babano. We appreciate the update, Babano. That's the Babano Sports Center trade update. Babano reports. Babano reports that Michael Grabner traded to the Devils. But what's going on, Babano, for who? For who? For who is the question? All right, they're going to the lineups. Danilo Gallinari, Tobias Harris, DeAndre Jordan, Austin Rivers, Milos Teodosic. Pretty nice lineup, man. The Clippers aren't a bad team. Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, JaVale McGee, Klay Thompson, and some dude named Steph Curry. You notice Steph Curry. You can stay, Soda. It's all right. We were just busting your balls. Hey, I like the Warriors nasty. I just said I don't, the over. I'm on the over, but it's 234 points. Yeah, he's like, you better be right. I'm taking Golden State. That's the one I put the most on. We're going Golden State. We're going Golden State in the first quarter, and we're going to grab a piece of the fucking over. I'll put my money where my mouth is. Look, we're in. There's the over. So my big play is Golden State. We always get lured in by this. Fuck. We overanalyze this bullshit, all right? Whatever, man. It might be close for a little while. Eventually, Golden State's going to pull away and beat them. The Clippers beat these guys by 19 points last time they played. They're going to fucking beat them back. Like, they're not going to fucking take it easy tonight. I don't want to tell you guys, but I have a bad little superstition that I don't like that just happened. I don't like losing the tip-off of a basketball game. It bothers me. I feel as though I've lost more bets when my team misses the fucking – it doesn't get the tip. Here comes Draymond Green. Quick pace, on the fly. Kevin Durant to Curry. Back to Draymond Green. Curry taking it to the rack. Back to Draymond Green. Steph Curry rolls in looking like Curly Neal. 2-0 for the Golden State Warriors. Gallinari at the top of the key over to Austin Rivers. Missed 3-ball for the clip show. Kevin Durant's going to want to get a shot off now. Kevin Durant takes it to the rack. Misses. Very quick pace. Oh, Tobias Harris. I'm getting used to the new Clipper lineup. All right, Harris is the motherfucker with the headband. All right. I got to get a bigger TV, man. Didn't bother me before, but I'm going blind here. Klay Thompson for 3. It's very early, but look at the pace. This is a quicker pace than the fucking All-Star game was. Like, look at that. Boom, down the court, dunk. We just got 5 points in like fucking 2 seconds. I like the way the shots are going in early. Let's go. Let's keep it going here. Curry for 3. Boom. Oh, Klay Thompson. No, it was Thompson for 3. All right. I got to tell you, NBA playoff. I'm moving the set. We're moving the set. I got to get the TV like right in front of me. I need it like right here. I can't see. It's too far. Plus the problem is, let's be real. Fuck. Curry and Thompson, their skin color is the same. It's a problem. It's like the new phenom, fuck. Light-skinned brothers fucking who shoot threes in the NBA. Austin Rivers. Little floater, and he misses. But DeAndre Jordan tips it back in. In-game total now 236.5. I don't need glasses. I need a bigger TV. My eyesight's not bad, but I'm indoors too much, and this lighting in my place is freaking me out. Like, I really need to hire, like, I need, like, a cleaning crew to come in here, but, like, I want, like, the hooker cleaning crew. I need, like, a hooker cleaning crew to come here. Like, well, like in the movie. I want, like, some fucking, I want the sexy maids to come here, scrub the mildew, and then blow me. And then I need to get, like, I need like Mimi or somebody. I need, like, a gay interior designer. I said, listen, I got a problem. Fuck. I don't like my lighting in here. And I do a bunch of podcasts, and I'm just not comfortable where I'm sitting. You need to help me out. You know, it's crazy. Like, if you punch in cleaning hookers, cleaning lady / hooker, nothing really comes up either. I think there's a big business opportunity that's being missed out on here. Tony Sincata steps up and in. Yeah, how about that Fournier? Big man on campus joins us on Big man on campus joins us on Red Heat and Rage Radio every Tuesday. 17-11 right now. Nice little start. Look at his pace. Oh, Durant behind the back. I'm telling you, man, the Golden State Warriors aren't fucking around. I told you they'd be Chris. They're passing the ball. They're shooting well. They're in the zone. This is the good Golden State Warrior team. Good job, guys. That's the thing with like the New England Patriots. And Sincata's a Patriot fan. So we've got to call Sincata out now. That's the thing with like Patriot fans. They're like, oh, and like every time I bash Tom Brady, people are like, oh, you just don't like Brady because he beats the Bills. You don't like Brady because they win. It's like, look, does anyone here hate the Golden State Warriors? Are you at that point yet? Like, does anybody here, when you watch, are you like, fuck, I hate the Warriors? Like, you know, we all hated the Patriots. Nobody besides our boy Andy, who's a good guy. You know, there's a few people. But for the most part, everybody was going like, again, everybody pulled against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Like, does anyone at that point? It's like, you know, Patriots and the Patriot fans and the Patriot players, oh, people are just jealous at us. It's like, whatever, man. I don't hate the Golden State Warriors. Fucking Warriors own the NBA. I don't hate them. They're good guys. It's hard to hate. It's hard to hate the Golden State Warriors. It just is. Like, even if you want to, you can't. And I don't know. I guess you can. I could see like Druzilla hating them. Where's Drew at anyways? I could see like Druzilla hating them. Steve Kerr's too politically vocal for Drew's liking. But yeah, look, the 70s Canadians, Thunderwing. What's up, Thunderwing? People hated that fucking team. Grab a Max says he hates them. Hide and Zeke with the line of the night. I'm going to hate them if they lose tonight. There's Drew. See, every time I see Steve Kerr fucking talking about political stuff, I can picture Drew. Oh, shut up, fuck. But people like yeah, if they're anti-American. You see what the Golden State Warriors actually are going to Washington next week or something. And instead of going to the White House, they're going to spend the day with like fucking community kids. Grab a Mex hates the Warriors and hates Steve Kerr too. How can you hate Steve Kerr? The guy's parents were murdered. Like Steve Kerr has had a fucking hard life. Very nice guy, hard life. when he speaks about gun violence and stuff, Steve Kerr, he's speaking from personal experience, right? Like his father was like viciously murdered. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that. I think a lot of people don't realize that when he talks about this stuff, that's why he gets upset. Like he was really upset about the Vegas shooting. He's upset now. Like this stuff upsets him. His father was murdered by Hezbollah. Kerr was born in Beirut, a son of Malcolm H. Kerr, an American academic who specialized in Middle East studies. He and his 3 siblings and his grandmother volunteered near the East Relief and the Armenian genocide and rescue women and orphans. Kerr spent much of his childhood in Lebanon and other Middle Eastern countries. He attended Cairo College in Egypt, the American Community School in Beirut, before moving to Los Angeles. His 52-year-old father was murdered by the Islamic Jihad, who later became now known as Hezbollah, on the morning of January 18th when he was serving as president of American University in Beirut. His father was shot twice in the back of the head by gunmen using silencer-equipped handguns in the hallway outside his office. Steve Kerr was 18 years old at the time. Kerr said, "Before my father was killed, my life was impenetrable. Bad things happened to other people." The Kerr family sued the Iranian government under the Anti-Terrorism and Effective Death Penalty Act. Well, warming up for a game at Arizona State in 1988, Kerr had to deal with a number of fans in the crowd chanting PLO. Though teary-eyed, Kerr dropped 20 points in the first half, nailing all 6 of his 3-point attempts. The athletic director of Arizona State sent a letter of apology to Kerr days later. Kerr graduated from the University of Arizona, and then, of course, with an emphasis on history, sociology, and English. And then, of course, went on to win NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls, NBA championships with the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, Arizona State keeping it classy. Yeah, you can't call out Arizona State, though. You can't call out Arizona State. Well, you can. I mean, yeah, they're scumbags, but this shit goes on. I don't know if you guys, only older people remember this one, but what was the quarterback's name of Colorado that died? Colorado QB. Salanusi. Colorado quarterback, died at 21 years old of cancer. I remember Colorado, so he was the starting quarterback in college. Poor kid gets cancer, leukemia, and dies, 21 years old only. The next game, Colorado goes to Nebraska. Nebraska had a sign, "Glad Sal is dead, go Big Red." Like that's the type of fucking vermin that are college and sports fans. Glad Sal is dead, go Big Red. Tom Osborne had the kid fucking kicked out, and like they banned the kid. Like they Nebraska was freaked out by it, but that's your college football fan right there. And it's exactly right. Sal was gonna marry fucking McCarthy's daughter. I think he was married actually, because McCarthy's the big fucking he's a big anti-abortion guy. Actually, that kid's probably alive. Fuck. Holy shit, fuck. The fucking Russian fucking Putin trolls are coming for us now. Do not die for corporations, fuck. You're in the wrong chat room, buddy. I agree with I agree with you here, but yeah, I know you're just, what are you, the fucking FBI trying to bait us in here? You're trying to get me involved in the Russian collusion? Don't. 4chan's over there, fucking tampon. Okay. The fucking Russian troll police fucking coming in here now. Do not die for corporations. Fuck capitalism. Yeah, all right. Hey, settle down there, Tampoon. Settle down there with that commie talk. Next thing you know, this guy's going to tell us about a fucking rally and about Hillary going to jail and shit. Lock her up rally. You already won the election there, Tampoon. Settle down. Looks like it's going to be an interesting night tonight. It's still early. We've already got Russian troll bots rolling in here. I swear to God, when I saw the Russian talk, I thought it was fucking Timor fucking talking about winning like $88 million in soccer today or something. I don't mind Timor. He's so defensive, that guy, but it's fucking funny. Remember, like when we asked Timor what his big fucking play was, and the guy gave us like, it was like a 12-line fucking thing. No shot on goal in the first 8 minutes, parlayed with the wind's going to blow left. And he got offended because I'm like, bro, fuck, no one can put that play in. Fuck. Like most sports books, like give us a fucking winner. Give us the team or an over-under, all right? Remember, he was like team to score first, fucking parlayed with this and that. I'm like, holy shit, bro. All right, what do we got coming on at 11 o'clock here? Any games tip off at 11? Yeah, there's the California shit. One of these games appears to be a crap game, but it's actually not bad. They're both playing well. Irvine and Santa Barbara, that was the one. All right, Oregon. Listen, Oregon are in must-win territory here. Like, Oregon are on the fucking bubble right now. Like, they're on the real bubble. This is no joke. They need to win this game. Doesn't mean that they will. I mean, teams that are on the bubble are on the bubble for a reason. The total is 154. I think it gets there. Let's go over the number. I think the Ducks are going to win, but I'm not in a hurry to lay the 175 on the money line to the 3.5. I think it's going to be close. Let's just take the over 154 and ride out the side here and maybe take a look at the end game. All right, we're going to take a quick break. It's 25-17 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter of the NBA game. Let Bobano entertain you with his NHL hockey updates. We'll be back in with a couple of minutes here with the one and only Ted Savransky. Teddy! In game right now is in this game. 231.5. Golden State Warriors are now minus 13.5. All right, quick break. Quick break, and when we return, the one and only legendary Ted Savransky will join us. Spurs and Cavs. NBA TV on Monday. They'll be at the Garden for the Warriors and Knicks. The Timberwolves will be out in Sacramento. And you can get more on these games by going to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Montrezl was drafted with Williams. And yes, Timberwolves remains in the game right now. He is the #1 player in technical efficiency in the league.
And how the Doc Rivers really gushing over him about the one player that is probably playing up to his expectations coming in from the trade. Harold has been fantastic off the bench for this Clippers team.
On the foul inside, that's called on the Clippers.
How about the hands here by Montrezl? Look at this. The ball even kind of slipped out, found a way to secure it. He scored the basketball.
Dosich picks up the foul. Julian at the free throw line. Player from the Republic of Georgia to win the NBA championship stands up there right now. And Steve Kerr says that there's no reason why he's not starting tonight, because every game he's been in a Golden State uniform, he has started 181 games he has played. He has started. So tonight, the first time he's come off the bench while able to play.
It's a breath of fresh air to go with McGee, try something different. But Steve Kerr is trying to find some kind of spark here. He wants this team really, and we can't use all the ads.
JaVale McGee on the bench with the beard and the hood on and shit. He looks like the type of dude that's like a drug dealer in a park. He's a George Washington fucking Square type shit. First quarter issues for Golden State. You touched on earlier. They improved by 10 or more, Reggie, after the first quarter in 4 of the last 5 games.
Tonight, going to the line, Andre Iguodala really put a 30-point quarter, which is nothing new for the Warriors, but the slow starts have really hampered them. And that's hard to say for a team that the overall best record in the league the last few years and been so efficient at the offensive end.
So Decker will check out.
Come on, Iguodala. Hit fucking at least one of these fucking shots.
This number you wouldn't expect to see with a championship team.
Fucking idiot.
Success will have that effect on you, but as a team that's in the Western Conference, but that's right now, but to have the game against them, that's playing as good as probably any team that we've seen over the last few years in the Houston Rockets. And they've made even some more changes, bringing Joe Johnson and the team.
If they hit a 3 here, I'm going to snap. Don't let him shoot a 3. No. First quarter, baby.
Basket doesn't count. Should, but whatever. The guy was shooting. It was a foul. Like it was. But all right, now we're guaranteed at hitting. First quarter Warriors, baby. First quarter Warriors. I don't know how that's not an N1. He got fouled, he shot, and it went in. I thought when the ref was like, no, he was going to say Curry traveled. But I think Curry did travel, to be honest, and they just didn't call it. All right, first good shit, Johnny Kicknuts. Kyle Hamburg hits it. Kicknuts hits it. Bruce Chad hits it. Meanwhile, Ty Rich is watching some tennis. And a three. Curry, I told you, he's in a fucking zone tonight. Got him in my DraftKings lineup, too. Currently winning DraftKings, $5. Not what I'm looking for. $348 points is what's in first place right now. Motherfucker. Bogdanovic is screwing me. My lineup's fucking pretty good, too. Evan Fournier, 42 points. Moutier, 21. LeBron James, 57. D'Angelo Russell, 33. Sincata was busting my balls about Evan Fournier, but never underestimate a Frenchman there, Sincata. Never underestimate Ted Savransky. Teddy, it's like to have you back. Uncensored at that, Teddy. What's going on?
Fuck that.
Fuck yeah. Good to see you, Teddy.
What's up, Gabe? I just enjoyed swearing for a moment because everything you and I have done for the last however long has been terrestrial, you know?
Yeah,
I haven't been able to drop F-bombs.
Yeah, the mainstream. This is the new mainstream, the internet.
No, for real. Yeah. And that's the truth of it, is that, you know, I would almost rather be here than there. You know what I mean?
No, at this point it is. And, you know, you're better off positioning yourself because that's where everyone ends up. Like, you know, what's hipper right now? To have fucking hundreds of thousands of subscribers to a YouTube channel or have a fucking show on cable that fucking 2,800 people watch? Fuck. You know
Take the under. Take the under, my friend.
No, you know, my ratings over the years have kicked in between 3,500, 15,000. The old score days, remember the old days? In the old days, we were rolling then. We had a good platform then. And there were a couple of shows we were bringing in like 85,000 viewers and shit like that, which was pretty strong. Pretty strong. Now, Canadian, you know, so you sort of times it by 10, right? Canada's, you know, 35 fucking million people here, right? So when you have 80,000, it's a nice share. Like I was actually beating fucking TSN and stuff for a while, and that's why I got fucking blackballed by them. But anyways, Teddy's joining us from the most exclusive sports book in all of Las Vegas, Nevada. And yeah, it's Ted's Sportsbook and Casino. Ted's the sportsbook director. It's off the strip, but he's all ready for baseball season, as we can see.
Well, here the beauty of it is the lines never change. You know?
Has anyone ever noticed or brought it up?
No.
Has anyone ever noticed? Like, it's great.
It's a backdrop.
It's a great backdrop.
Well, I was looking for something. Everyone's got the backdrops like, let's get some memorabilia and some jerseys and some footballs and some, you know. And I hate, I should say I hate memorabilia, but I've never been a memorabilia guy, dude. I don't have, you know.
Wait, Teddy, sorry to cut you off, but I'll let you in on a secret. I told people before you came on, I said, Teddy's the most surly motherfucker I know. I said, out of 10 things I bring up, he's going to hate like 8 of them. So
take the over.
Just for the record, mark it down. Mark it down. That's the first thing that Teddy said he hates. Fucking memorabilia. He's like fucking footballs and all that. But I've done it, Teddy, over the years, and we all have the same bullshit. A couple of bobbleheads, a football, maybe a football helmet or two.
Exactly. It's like, when some of the offshores used to have parties here in Vegas, back in the heyday, and I got a Mike Ditka signed ball and a Joe Montana signed ball, and I don't want any of that crap. I really don't. So I've got a poster made. I got a poster. Alf, Alf, Gabe. Where'd you go? You know Alf, right? Alf Mosqueda.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he made it for you. That's great. It's great.
Right. So he's a photographer. Is that one of those? That looks like one of those balls.
Yeah.
Looks like one of the Montana balls right there. What is that?
Yeah, no, this is my coach actually, but I thought it was my Mike Ditka ball. That's why I actually have an autographed Mike Ditka football here.
Were you at that party? Were you at that same party?
No. I actually went to Mike Ditka's golf tournament. Fuck. Me and Cam got drunk with Mike Ditka.
Is he fun to drink with?
Yes. Yeah.
I would think he would be.
He is actually. Like he's a nice. He's a little intimidating. You figure, right? Like, he's Mike Ditka.
Is he tough? Is he? Is he that boorish and bearish in real life?
Yeah. He's pretty much he's real life. Like he swears every second word is like motherfuck and cocksucker, right? Like he swears a lot. He's a lot more fragile in real life. Like you have a vision of him as this, you know what I mean? But when you see him in real life,
man.
He's an old man.
A little guy.
Yeah, he's an old man. His face looks like a lizard, Teddy. Like he can fucking drink, man. He can fucking drink. Like I went to his golf tournament in Orlando, and I swear, Teddy, there was like I had him on the show, and he liked me and shit. And Kyle Turley's with buddies with him, and he told me like Kyle's like, yeah, go. If he asks you to go, go. So Ditka did, and I went on fucking 48 hours notice, Teddy. Like it was basically like I got invited on the Monday night, and I was there like on the Tuesday night type shit, 24 hours. And basically, it was like if Mike Ditka invites you to go play golf, you go play golf with Mike Ditka. It was one of those things in life, like I'm getting on the plane, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? So we get there, me and Cam, except it's Orlando. Our plane is late. We're fucking like we literally missed the start of the tournament and shit. We're driving around Orlando. It's hot as fuck. We can't find a golf course. We finally get there, and fucking Ditka left already. The lady's like, Coach, it was too hot for Coach. He thought it was too hot. So she's like, no, just go to the clubhouse over there and blah, blah, blah. And he's over the clubhouse now. So we go over to the clubhouse, and there's Ditka. It was perfect timing. Like they just got off the course type shit. And Teddy, there was only like fucking 7 guys there. All right. It was a big bust, right? There was like, 2 rich Texans that fucking worship Ditka, like diehard Bear fan or 2. And then,
so that's how you got the invite was no one was showing up.
Yes. Yeah. They had spots to fill. Exactly. So we get there and we're like, holy shit, there's no one here. It's just it's literally like a dinner table, but a big dinner table, sort of. And it's just Ditka sitting there. We get there, and he's like, hey.
So what do we make of this? Ditka has no friends. He has no contacts. He can't raise money. What's the story?
No, Orlando's a hellhole in the middle of nowhere. They threw it together in short notice, and it was fucking hot as fuck. I don't know. It was just a fucking mess. So anyway.
Just poor execution.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a golf tournament. It just turned into, get drunk with Ditka day. It was like fucking 2 in the afternoon, man. We were fucking shit-faced. And it was at fucking all the waitresses were wearing Ditka jerseys and shit. It was fucking funny as fuck, man. So I interviewed Ditka, and he's drunk, and I'm drunk and stuff. And I went hard, Teddy, at him, man. I had to do it. I said, how did you not give the ball to Walter Payton to let him get a touchdown in the Super Bowl?
Good. What'd he say?
He stopped for a second, and he kind of looked at me. He was like, we're not fucking playing around here. All right. He was kind of like, And he goes, listen, everyone thinks it was symbolic, and I gave it to Fridge. And he goes, I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't know that he didn't have a touchdown in the game. He goes, it was the Super Bowl. I was caught up in the mud. He goes, I didn't know. And he goes, I don't fucking know who scores touchdowns. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to remember who scored a fucking touchdown? He sort of got defensive about it and shit. Yeah. I asked him if he hated Buddy Ryan for real. And he's all like, oh, I fucking hate that guy with a passion. Like, he said, if he wasn't a little Humpty Dumpty motherfucker, I would have kicked the shit out of him. He said something like that. Like, he's a crusty fucking dude, but he's funny. Everything's a joke, sort of, and he's smoking his cigars. And I learned this, and me and Cam learned this from him. It was so hot. He kept calling the waitress over with cold towels with water on them. And he had it on his head. It was surreal. Like, Dicka's head was steaming. So it's like, he had this towel on. He looked like a sheik, fuck. He was sitting at the top of the table with this towel on his head. And his face was red as fuck, all sunburned. And, like, he gets up, and he's all wobbly. And she's like, all right, guys, I hope you fucking had fun, but I got to get the fuck out of here. Fuck. He fucking speeded off on his golf cart. Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, he gave us a bunch of shit fucking signing footballs. And I'm all drunk. I fucking bid on some Notre Dame fucking tickets. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not going to Notre Dame. Fuck, I hate Notre Dame. I'm like, why did I buy these? Why did I buy USC Notre Dame tickets? But speaking of getting fucked up and doing stupid things, Teddy, we'll be coming to Vegas, baby, in a couple of weeks.
Are you coming out for the big dance, or are you coming out the week early?
No, we're coming out the Wednesday through the Sunday of the opening week.
Oh, yeah, you and the half the entire world. You want me to get negative on that weekend?
What's that?
I said, you want me to get negative on that weekend?
Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, you hate that weekend.
I don't hate it. You can't hate that weekend. It's a fun weekend, but the weekend before is way better.
I know it's way better.
I mean, it's not even close.
Way better in the conference the week before.
Sure, there's for every one game in the big dance that's interesting that comes down to a photo. There's like 18 conference tournament games that do the same thing.
And now
you know what I mean? And they're all going on at the same time.
Right? You got your Pac-12, your West Coast Conference, your Mountain West, and isn't there another one, the WAC?
Yeah, there's 4 in Vegas.
Yeah, the WAC is the other one, I think. Yeah, I think there's a women's one there too, even.
Sure.
It's a great. I've never done it. I lived there for it, obviously. But the Pac-12 wasn't there. Remember when I was there, it was just you had the Mountain West at the Thomas and Mack, and you had the one at the Orleans, Gonzaga winning every year at fucking
West Gonzaga St. Mary's in the West Coast.
Yeah, but now it's big time. Man. They got the Pac-12, the T-Mobile and shit.
Yeah, and they're playing it. You know, I mean, literally this town they just keep building more courts. Now they're building one at Venetian.
I know.
You know, for the same guys that own Madison Square Garden. So.
Have you gone
to keep having tournaments?
Have you gone to that arena yet? Have you gone in it yet?
With T-Mobile or the other one?
The T-Mobile.
Yeah, I was at the Pac-12 tournament last. I was at the Pac-12 tournament last March.
Okay, that's when it just opened. All right, yeah.
So I was supposed to go to a Golden Knights game. I still haven't been.
I was going to ask you about the Golden Knights. I'll bring it up right now. Obviously exceeded expectations this year. Holy shit!
You think?
On the ice, obviously, but even from a business perspective,
everything.
A trendy team. Tickets are fucking $125 to get in for the shittiest ticket on StubHub. There's a big secondary market. People are like, visiting fans are coming. It's a huge success. It just is. But I tell you,
right from the get-go.
I was talking with Blessing about this, though. It's going to be interesting. It's sort of going to go downhill, Teddy, though, as it goes. This is sort of an anomaly, bro. You know sports. They fell ass backwards into this. The fucking GM didn't even want to do this. He was trading shit left and right at the expansion draft. He didn't want to suck, but he wasn't trying to be good. This is all by accident, Teddy. It really is by accident.
Yeah. And when you say it's all downhill from here, not just for the Golden Knights, because, I mean, look, are they going to win the cup? No. Are they? Are they going to win the cup?
Fucking chance. Teddy, the only reason we say they don't, anyone says, well, fuck, they're an expansion team. They're not winning in their first year. But from an eyeball test, they match up with anybody in the NHL. But
see, this is the thing, is that I don't follow it closely. I know they have an enormous home ice advantage. And when they're away from home, the numbers aren't close to what they are here in Vegas. So you say, how much of this is the Vegas flu? Literally hitting every team when they come here, and everybody's going out and partying and everyone's having a good time. And in the playoffs, that's not going to happen. There'll be a requisite level of attention that the opponent will pay in Las Vegas that isn't necessarily happening during the regular season.
I wonder, it's amazing to me because I think, fuck, you guys go to Vegas in the offseason. NHL players fuck like really hot chicks, Teddy. They call them puck bunnies. There's a lot of hot chicks that have things for millionaire hockey players, all right? They play in New York City. They're in LA. They're in Montreal strip clubs and Toronto, etc. I don't get it. Did they go crazy that they're in Las Vegas? I don't know. I mean,
this is the difference. This is the difference. There's last call in New York. There's last call in Miami.
Good point.
There's no last call in this town, buddy.
You're right. Yeah, what they're used to? Yeah, fuck. I passed out at 3 a.m. Turns into fucking 6:30. You're right.
Sure.
It's interesting, but they are the real deal. They can't. And you know what? And I was talking with Blessing about this, but look, when the Raiders come, they're going to get overshadowed. It just is what it is. It's NFL football. From a business standpoint, and it can only go downhill. It's like you're opening up with your best song if you're a show band, because Teddy, all the fucking players on Vegas are playing with a chip on their shoulder. All these guys got let go by a previous team. All right, we don't want you here. We think you're overpaid. We think you're too old. We think you're this. Every one of these motherfuckers is on a 1-year contract essentially with Vegas.
Right.
The success is going to lead these guys to get offers from other teams and get paid. Vegas isn't, it's going to get real for them in a year or two as opposed to now. And I'm happy for them. It's a nice run and shit, but it's going to get more complicated as it goes along. And it'll be interesting, Teddy, because I imagine they'll probably hit about rock bottom right around 3-4 years from now
when the
Raiders show up too,
Sure. When the Raiders are hitting rock bottom and realize that they're going to have to pay Gruden for another 17 years after that.
Yeah, Daddy, the Carolina Panthers. Remember they made it to the Super Bowl in their second or third year with Kerry Collar. The NFC Conference Championship game, sorry.
Yeah, Panthers and Jaguars both made it their second season.
Yeah, they've never been back since. Or the Jags haven't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Dan Marino said after the Super Bowl, or after, what was his second year, a rookie there. Said, I thought I was going to go to the Super Bowl every year. He never made it back. Fuck. So Golden State Warriors, Teddy, they were sloppy going into the break. They were a little fatigued. Steve Kerr said it when he said, we're tired. We're mentally tired. It's just a grind. Caught up a bit. They were sloppy. They were getting blown out. They got smoked by Utah at Utah. They got fucking embarrassed by the Clippers in Oakland on their home court by 19. They lost by Portland in a bad game, sloppy game on the last game before the All-Star break. I jumped on the Warriors tonight thinking, revenge. They don't like the Clippers. They're going to remember they lost by 19. And I thought that they were going to sort of be a little recharged after the All-Star break. So far, I'm right. They look pretty crisp. Are you buying in that they're not the best team anymore or that they're vulnerable now?
Regular season or postseason?
In the big picture. So let's say postseason. Or, okay.
The Warriors are absolutely the team to beat for the champion. The championship runs through Golden State. Whoever my power, even though right now my power rating on the Rockets is higher than my power rating on the Warriors, here in the regular season, the championship, the postseason runs through Golden State, and it's going to take someone to dethrone them. They're not going to give it up. In the regular season, I don't think they give a shit. I mean, do you get the sense that Golden State's going balls to the wall for the number one seed?
You have to pick your spots, Like, what I said before this game, and I took the Warriors tonight, but what I said before this game was I wouldn't do this if it was against the Wizards or if it was against the Sixers. But it's a division team that they don't like. They don't like each other. There's been bad blood between these two teams over the years. And the Clippers ran the score up on them last time and were dunking in their face and shit. And, so far, so tonight. But no, I'm not going to make a point of trying to bet on the Warriors until the playoffs come.
Yeah, I mean, my thought process on Golden State is you're going to make more money with them away from home than you will at home. You know, I'd rather lay 3 with them on the highway than lay 10 with them in Oakland, you know, and especially in the postseason, that's going to be the case. But that's just a general thought process with Golden State. To be honest, here in the regular season, I probably bet on the Warriors 5 times or less all year. Most of the time when I've been betting Golden State games, I've been looking to bet against them.
Any thoughts on Arizona State and the Duck game?
Arizona State and Oregon?
Yeah, what's going on with this? Like, where is it at right now? I thought it started, but I'm seeing suspended. Like, what am I missing here?
I don't know.
All right, no, I got the time wrong. I thought.
Yeah, it starts in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, my bad. I thought it was about to tip up, and my bad. All right, so yeah, what do you make of this game, Teddy? I mean, the Oregon Ducks are on the bubble. They're a desperate team. They're 17-10 right now. Sun Devils were way overrated earlier in the year and overhyped. They're 19-7. What do you make of this game? The Ducks are 3.5-point favorites. The total is 154.
I have no opinion whatsoever on the side. I mean, the thing with Arizona State is they had that really ugly. I mean, they were ugly in January. They were a really good team to bet against in January. They played better of late. They played better at home, and they match up okay with Oregon. You know, they're going to take a bunch of perimeter jumpers. Oregon isn't going to have a hand in their face on all of them, you know? So gut reaction, and it's just a gut for this game. But that being said, the Ducks, they played good ball. I'm rarely in a hurry to bet against Oregon as short home chalk. This is a good roll for them. So I guess if I the slightest of leans towards the over, just because I think the offensive efficiency is likely to be there for both squads. But from a pace standpoint, you know, when you run the numbers, the over didn't make it wasn't a buy sign on the over, so it's just a lean for me.
You know what? We're on the same page. People were asking me, and I said the same thing. I don't want to lay the 3.5, and I don't want to take the 3.5. So I'm like, can't make a case for either of them in this spot, really. So I said, yeah, 154 seems fair, right? Ad hoc in the chat asked Teddy, what's Teddy's rating on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and do you think they're going to come out of the East?
So I had the Cavs as my 4th highest power rating team coming out of the break, which surprised me. But it also speaks volumes that there aren't that many really good teams in the NBA. But the only teams I had ranked higher than Cleveland were I had Houston 1, Golden State 2, Toronto 3. But just like we were talking about with the Warriors, hey, I got the Rockets ranked higher than the Warriors. But when it comes to the postseason, the team that's done it before has a huge edge over the team that hasn't.
Yeah.
So when you say, all right, you know, I don't have Cleveland as the top team in the postseason, I just get the sense that someone's going to beat the Cavs in the East. Someone's going to beat the Cavs. And I couldn't tell you, you know, Boston's live to do it. Philly's live to do it. Milwaukee's live to do it. If they play well, Toronto, the team that nobody's talking about, the Wizards went into Cleveland and won tonight. I mean, there's 5 different teams.
I'm in Toronto right now. So obviously, you know, I see the Raptors up close, and I happen to be a Raptor fan as well. And you're right. I mean, they're not on national television ever, Teddy, right? They're not on American TV ever. So people know of DeMar DeRozan, they know of Kyle Lowry, etc., but they don't really know the team. The odds makers do. You look at the future prices, and they're ranked right there. Charles Barkley is the only television analyst, which actually worries me. But Barkley's the only television analyst that is saying you're all sleeping on the Raptors. The Raptors are the real deal. What do you make of the Raptors team? Do you think, you know, they've been regular season champs in the past, not champs, but you know what I mean? They're one of these teams that rack up 54 wins every year and get bounced in the playoffs. Do you view this team as a little bit different?
Yeah, I do. For 2 reasons. One of them's a regular season reason, though. They're deeper. You know, this year's squad is getting much more from their bench.
Great bench.
Than, you know, exactly. You know, and when it comes to the postseason, having a great bench is pretty much useless. I mean, you know, having a deep bench going 10 deep, it doesn't matter. You know, that's an edge in the regular season. It doesn't matter at all in the postseason. But the thing that I think will carry over to the playoffs, their defensive effort's been tremendous. And the stats show it. And the defensive numbers show it. And that's what makes me with Charles Barkley and saying that Toronto's, you know, again, I've got them power rated as my top team in the East right now.
Yeah.
You know, and we say they keep coming short in the postseason. They keep coming short in the postseason. They've got the requisite experience to get over some humps.
And I think it's a little overrated as well. And they keep coming up short. Last year, there were chemistry issues. They were a little bit out of sync. They were a little mentally worn out and stuff. And it is what it is. You know, they lost in the second round of the playoffs to the Cavs. You know, no shame in that. You know, they didn't put up, you know, they got
Kyle Lowry's head gets whacked in the playoffs. You know it. I know. We've seen it happen 5 times.
The last 2 years in the playoffs, Teddy, the Raptors have been eliminated in the elimination game. Kyle Lowry didn't play. Yeah, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but you're right. There's a fact that he needs to stay on the fucking court in the playoffs. He needs to not fucking yell at the referees and have temper tantrums and do the old lie under the basket after he fucking thought he'd get fouled when everyone's running down the court the other way. Drives me crazy too, dude. But the bench is
and when you have that level.
You know what I was going to say, though, Ted? You know what's crazy? I don't know. I'll admit, I thought Van Fleet, I was like, Van Fleet shouldn't be in the NBA. What are we giving this kid playing time for? Fuck. The bench is so good. It's motivating the starters, Teddy, where it's like the bench is like pulling away in games. It's like, I guess we got to put the starters back in. And they don't look as good. And I swear, like, Lowry's been better this year. He's in good shape. Lowry's a head case. Lowry's happy right now. Whatever it was last year with him and Casey's under the bridge, they're good right now. They're a dangerous team. And the thing is, you say, oh, they choked. They did go 6 games with the Cavs 2 fucking years ago in Eastern Conference Finals. It's not like they're getting bounced in the first round every year, you know?
Yeah. And, I mean, back in the day, teams won championships the way the Raptors, you know, first you get to playoffs, and then you win a series. And then you win, you know, and then next year you win a couple of series. And you win a couple of series again. You make the conference finals. You know, when you think about the Bulls and their ascension in the Eastern Conference, that's how they did it. You know, the Pistons, those teams, the Rockets, you know, the great teams from the 90s. But in the modern era, it hasn't really been that way. You know, you build the team. It's not like Miami had all these guys to get all these runs, and then all of a sudden they get the one piece and win a championship. No, you know, the Heat got the big 3, and boom, they went from nothing to everything. You know, same thing happened with Cleveland, obviously. You know, Golden State kind of falls into that category a little bit, where the Warriors, a little bit of postseason success, not much, won a series or 2, but they propelled from good to great a lot faster than Toronto's done.
Look at the Eagles. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Fuck, they hadn't been in the playoffs in years. Boom. Like, win the Super Bowl.
NFL's different. NFL, you see that happen.
Yeah.
Baseball's different. You see that happen.
Well, you're right. In the NBA, you got to climb that ladder. It's very similar in hockey, too. In hockey, you got to play.
Hockey, the 8 seed beats every year. The 8 seed beats a 1 seed practically.
Yeah,
or a 7 seed.
They don't fucking win the Stanley Cup, though. You know, like there's a process, Teddy, of losing. It's sort of like you know, you make it to the finals, you lose, you get back, you win, or you get to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's rare in the NHL that you come out and boom, and hey, we win, and you're just going to win out of the gate like that. There's a process to it. You know, look, it's sort of like the old days with Michael Jordan, even, right? You know, Michael Jordan didn't win till his 7th year.
That's what I was just talking about, man. Trust the process.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm so sick of that process shit in Philadelphia. But I know we can't keep you all night, but I wanted to ask you.
I like that Sixers team. Aren't they fun? I like that.
Nobody's going to want to play those guys in the playoffs. Fuck. They're getting smarter. Remember, like earlier in the year, they were losing a lot of close games. And, you know, now they're winning those close games. They don't blow as many leads. They're just they're a good team. They are a good team. Still, though, they don't have that experience in the playoffs. So we'll see. And what's going to happen with Embiid after he plays all these games and they're in the playoffs and it's fucking hot as fucking these arenas and you're playing every 48 hours, man. There's no reprieve in the playoffs. Well, in the NBA there is, fuck. Some of these teams play every fucking 92 hours. So
yeah, especially in the first round. You know, play on Monday, play on Thursday, play again next Monday.
They've gotten better at it. they've gotten better. It used to be fucking ridiculous. Like, teams would play like once or twice a week. It was ridiculous. But I want to ask you, Teddy, I've been talking a lot about the college basketball FBI investigation and the pending hammer that's going to come down on all these teams. Somebody brought up a great point to me today that a former assistant coach with UMass Minutemen, he just said, hey, Gabe, I'm just saying, I'm not, accusing anybody of anything. He goes, you notice how Bagley hasn't played since this shit came out? Little day-to-day. Oh, he's not really in, just sort of day-to-day. We're not going to push anything back. I don't know. He just threw it out there. He goes, I just find it interesting that Bagley hasn't played suddenly. And the Trier shit is unrelated, but suddenly Trier gets fucked with again tonight. Miller's shitting bricks right now about this FBI shit. He's going to go down. I mean, maybe not every coach is going to get charged, but the college basketball landscape is going to change soon. Does it happen before the tournament, Teddy? What's your take? Are you keeping your eye on this stuff? What's your take on it?
I don't think it happens before the tournament, but it may happen as the tournament seeds get announced. I mean, depends on how much chaos the feds want to cause, because the Trier thing, the Trier thing is totally different from what we're talking about here. Okay, the Trier thing is the NCAA doing what they do, which is screw poor black kids. I mean, make no mistake about it. That's what the NCAA does.
And the original suspension when he got last year was even a pretty gray area too, wasn't it?
Right? It is as you don't want to throw around terms, but I'm not a fan of the NCAA, and I'm confident that when the NCAA rules on something, they're, not maybe, not kind of, they're wrong. They're wrong all the time in all different ways. This isn't the NCAA. This is the feds, and whatever political leaning you are, you don't like the FBI, but this is the feds, and the feds are for real. And the feds come in and bust stuff and prosecute people and send you to jail and get people to roll over on each other. And it's going to get ugly.
9.9% conviction rate in court, Teddy, right?
Sure. When hey,
court against the federal government, you're losing. It's as simple as that.
They don't charge you unless you're beat, and most of these cases don't go to trial. The only ones that go to trial are the ones that they want to go to trial. Everyone else pleads and testifies against their bosses, and if you're an assistant and someone's saying, guess what? You're looking at 20 years. What are you going to do? You're not working in college hoops anyway. You're going to plea and rat on your boss. That's, I would expect to see a number of big names go down. But the timing of it, I have no idea. It just depends on what kind of headlines they want. And if they want maximum headlines, they'll do it as the seedings get announced, or the Monday after the seedings, or the Monday of the Sweet 16. Or,
They could. They could just drop that. Fuck. Oh, by the way, fuck. Oh, you're all ineligible. Fuck. Yeah.
Exactly. Northern Arizona is now a number 2 seed.
That was the joke. I've said it a few times, but that was the FBI source that said, sort of kidding, hey, when you're filling out your bracket this year, filled out Tennessee Chattanooga as your 2 seed. And my boy Kyle Hamburg in the chat just threw this out here. Just threw that outside. And this was the team that I just took, Teddy, too. Butler. I'm taking Butler to win the title, Teddy. I feel they're clean. Butler's the team. How about our Michigan Wolverines? Beeline's not crooked. We don't get these top recruits. And I'm telling you, Coach K, Arizona, Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, all these fucking top. They said that 8 of the 16 teams that were in that original NCAA tournament thing that they did 2 weeks ago are about to get fucking nailed hard.
No, it's coming. It's just a matter of when, But you talk about Michigan,
playing good basketball, Teddy. Playing good basketball.
I don't play futures, but what's Michigan to win the title right now, man?
Let me dig in. We were in like the 80 range, I think. Let me dig in here again.
What's Michigan to win the Big Ten title? I wonder if Bayline's going to go for that.
He's a great, this. I don't have to tell you. But he's a great tournament coach, and he's great in tournament format.
Just take the tournament out of the sentence, Gabe. He's a great coach.
Well, he's a great coach. No, you're right. And he does it by the book, I believe. And I think the investigation.
I'm with you.
I'm not losing any. I think we're good. I'm not worried. Michigan. You're right. He's a great coach, but specifically, Teddy, in tournaments, though, too. I mean, look, we fucking skidded off the runway last year, nearly won the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Or 2 years ago.
Sure. What happened? Didn't Louisville just vacate our title?
Well, I've been bitching all week about this. Fuck. How come if in the Olympics, if the gold medalist gets deemed to be cheating or eliminated or whatever, everybody moves up. The silver guy becomes the gold guy. Shouldn't we be the champions now?
Should we have to? I mean, we had to take down a couple of banners, runner-up banners, but banners nonetheless.
4 banners. Yeah, I was right. Michigan's exactly 80-1 still. That's a pretty good number on it. Pretty good, damn good.
That's live. They're live to make some noise. I'm with you.
Who are some other teams that you sort of have your eye on that you like?
I don't see it. I don't feel the, you know.
I know.
I don't feel the second-tier candidate coming from out of the – I mean, Michigan's the second-tier.
Michigan really is the best second-tier candidate, aren't they?
Yeah,
I said this 2 weeks ago, Teddy, or 3. I was talking about the odds. I said, how you're going to tell me that fucking Michigan State is 6-1 and Michigan are 8-1? Did you watch them play each other? Are they like
in East Lansing?
Yeah, are they that different of teams? Is fucking Purdue 16-1 really, and Michigan 80-1?
Let's talk about it. What's Cincinnati? You know, you're not going to get a good price on Cincinnati.
Let me just rattle off some teams. And we'll say sort of play rapid fire.
Yeah, I'm just like looking through this. I'm just like going through right now and saying, like, you know.
But I look at Michigan State favorites. I don't think they're consistent enough offensively. They're damn good. They can make noise. I don't see them winning the title. Duke,
they have NBA talent, and the teams with NBA talent are live.
I know. So, Teddy, this is one thing, actually, and I'm a big fan of the 10 bullets, you know, that you need to win the title. Yeah, NBA talent, coach has fucking been into the Elite Eight, you know, etc. There's, you know, and it's won like 19 of the last 20 years. With the 18 of the 20 years, with the exception of fucking UConn twice.
Sure, UConn was in both F jobs, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking, and Teddy, who are the teams with those NBA guys and that meet all this criteria? I guess Michigan State, yet Duke does. You know, Bagley, arguably, you know, top pick, top 3 pick, whatever. You know, Villanova. I was buying in that Villanova was the best team. I was liking the 2 Vs, Villanova and Virginia. I don't know. Is Villanova just a little tired right now recently, Teddy, and they're stumbling, or is it because of the injury? Are they going to be fine? You know, what about Virginia? And to me, Virginia, I like them, but not value at 7-1 with Virginia now.
There's not value at anyone at 7-1 to win the big dance. You understand? It doesn't matter what kind of – you could be the juggernaut.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You could be undefeated right now and have every win by 20 points, and I'm still not betting you 7-1 to win the big dance because that's not the appropriate price range. It's just not. You know? Virginia's really good. Can Virginia make shots in a big game away from home? You know, that's been a consistent problem for that program. This year, they've been much better. They've been draining threes. You know, maybe this is it. I mean, if you say who's the breakthrough team that hasn't been there, you know, that hasn't been in these Final Fours, that has a chance this year, certainly Virginia's the one to me that stands out as the Final Four, you know, and once you get to the Final Four, I mean, you're live to do anything. So what I'm trying to say is this team live to win 4 games over 2 weekends. Because that's all it takes. But I don't see like a Purdue. Purdue's got no chance. No. You know, Purdue's not going anywhere.
How about Teddy? And I've taken, you know, remember you and I were kidding about when I'm going to make it to Super Bowl 75. I actually told my doctor. I had a doctor's appointment. I told him. They said, tell him you're going to make it to Super Bowl 100 easily. I was like, oh, thanks, doc. Positivity. But we could put this on a loop if I just died, and every year, I swear to God, Teddy, in the last 20 years probably, I've said, you know what? I'm going to go with Kansas. It's been right like twice, all right? And so many like times I've been like.
And once was only because Memphis gave it to him.
I know, Derrick Rose, Mr. Free that. So, you know, I remember being at Palace Station once when they lost to Kentucky. They only lost by fucking 6 or 7 or whatever the fuck it was. I was getting 3 or 4. And I just remember the hand in the head, like, why did I do this? Why did I think this would be different? But out of all these sort of unknown teams, Kansas have been pretty motherfucking consistent this year, Teddy. This is a pretty good Kansas team. I'm buying in. I'm not going to lie.
Are they live to make a deep run? Absolutely. They have a requisite talent to win a title? Absolutely. Do the rigor and February, late February, the back end of February can be a really tough time for the elite teams in college hoops. It's been a long season. You look at a team like Kansas. Remember, they played over the summer. They went on a summer travel tour.
Yeah.
It's been a long season, so the back end of the campaign is brutal. You get re-energized once March rolls around. That's why I'm not worried. You talked about Nova. Am I overly worried about Nova? The Booth injury matters. How long? I mean, is he out? Is he out forever, or is he coming back? All I know is that he's hurt.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's going to be back.
Yeah, as long as he's back, I don't think that's necessarily an injury that's gonna kill that team. Nova's very live, but the Big 12. Top to bottom, in my mind, was probably the deepest conference in college basketball this season. All right. When you look at the teams, the middle of the pack teams, they're all good. You don't see the real bottom feeders any in the Big 12. So you've been playing all those squads. You come out battle tested. You're ready to win some games in March. I'm with you on the concept of being bullish.
You know what I like about them too, Daddy? They're winning on the road this year. And that's a sign that you like to see, right? Going into a tournament, being able to win on a neutral court, aka winning on the road.
And I'm just looking right here. I'm at the rankings, right? I got Texas Tech ranked higher than Kansas everywhere.
Somebody in the chat just said, Gogster just asked Teddy about Texas Tech. Are you buying in? You think are they a real dangerous tournament team or just having a nice year right now?
I love Chris Beard. I love this coach. I'm not buying Texas Tech to make a deep run. I look at them as a Sweet 16 team, not a Final Four team. Although, I mean, it's a senior-laden squad. What are you doing over there, Morency?
Preparing the halftime snacks.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah. The halftime snacks. I got to start doing like Morency. You see, Morency refuses to go with camera, right? He just goes audio. Fuck. I think Morency just. I don't know. I think Morency sits there. He's naked when he's doing the show. All right, Teddy. So we're going to see you, Teddy, in a couple of weeks. And I spoke to Zach Jones about this. That we're going to do a get together with the SBR crew, viewers, and whoever SBR personalities are going to be in Vegas for the tournament, and Clay Travis. It's going to be combined. So like Clay Travis and his fans. And we're all like, he's going to pimp out wherever we're going to be. We're all going to be at the same time, and should be pretty interesting and a good time, Teddy. Hopefully, you can come down for a drink or two. And listen, I'm going to be in there from Wednesday night through to the Sunday night, and I'm going to be doing shows and stuff. And Friday night, we're doing a show. Remember when we used to go down to Johnny's place down by the Strat, the poolside parties? So we're going to We're going to go down to Johnny Liquor's place on Friday night and throw it down there. Maybe end up at the OG strip club after, too. Who knows? But, we got to connect at some point in time. I know you're going to be busy during the tournament. It's crazy and shit. But, at night when the games are done or whatever,
No, I mean, more than that. First of all, like the meet and greet stuff, that's fun. I like doing that. I wouldn't want to do it every day. I wouldn't want to be a real celebrity and have to deal with, people all, every time you leave the house. Oh my God, it's whoever, but to be to go out and talk to people like, hey, I've been watching your videos, I got some questions, or hey, nice to meet you, or whatever. That's always fun. I enjoy doing that, for Mark.
Wasn't it? The conference. It was real fun meeting.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all synergistic. We're not working against each other. We're working with each other. That's a good thing. It's not like I'm competing with you for this valuable resource. I mean, in a sense, I am, because all right, hey, I'm trying to get the -6.5 and force all you fuckers to lay -7, but that's not the. I mean, that's not the essence of what we're doing. In a sense, there is a good sense of camaraderie. So
we're not.
I enjoy that, and of course, and with March Madness. Well, the other thing with March Madness, you say, all right, I know you're busy. You're supposed to be busy, all right? That's a 5-day stretch. Really, it's a 10-day stretch from about the Wednesday before the tournament, as the little dances heat up, through the Sunday of March Madness, it's not like I'm doing anything but working. I'm not hanging out with the boy. I'm not, oh, yeah, let's work on this project around the house. That's balls to the wall, 14 hours at 16 hours a day, orgy on basketball for, and there's nothing that's what you're supposed to do in March. That's what I get paid to do in March. So I'm sure we'll be hanging out.
I look forward to it. Morency's going to get out. Morency's coming down. Yeah, Morency's going to come for the meet and greet.
No, Morency's good for he'll come and have dinner and then he'll be gone. Morency's not hanging out. Morency will come and eat and he'll tell some funny stories and we'll enjoy his company like we always do.
We're leading SLS. It's looking like it's going to be SLS is the meet and greet.
Oh, right on. All right. I'm game.
They've got that nice sports book in the patio out there and stuff.
I guess if they're going to be a sponsor, I won't diss it.
No, they're not a sponsor.
Oh, that's okay. So how many am I up to now? By the way, I think I got like only 3 or 4.
Yeah. Go on. Listen, the option was not a Mirage, so fucking.
Well, this is the difference between Mirage and Mirage is probably. I mean, the one thing with SLS is that it's already there, but that they've trended to the future now. The Sportsbook literally used to be the only place in the casino you could sit down and chill out and not have anything going on. You don't have to eat anything. You don't have to drink anything. You don't have to have any tickets. You can sit down in a Sportsbook, sit there all day, watch games. No muss, no fuss, no anything. Not at the SLS, you can't. SLS, the Sportsbook's a restaurant. You sit, you eat, you pay your check, you leave. Somebody else waiting for your table. It's not sit, hang out, watch games all day.
No,
there's a difference. And there's a difference in nuance.
We discovered it today, actually, but me and Cam didn't have a problem with it, and Cam's going to be coming, so it'll be like old times. Was SLS has they're having a viewing party on the patio. So, like you said, you can place a sports bet, right? You can go into the book, but you're right. There's like a rope. And you place your bet and you get the fuck out of that room, Teddy. That's the deal. Or you sit down and pay. You're right. Like it's a restaurant. It's like a chicken wing, sort of like it looks like a sports bar, but there's a sports book in it. You can place
a umami burger. And here's the other deal about it. Like there's supposed to be this great burger joint, the high-end burger joint. Some of them I really like Bobby's joint. Yeah. Bobby Flay's joint in front of Aria. There's a handful of good ones. This one's umami burger is supposed to be really good. Not that fucking good, man. It's not. If I'm paying $22 for a burger, it better be freaking good. You know what I mean? And it's like it's not that good. The signature burger is not. It's not. So, yeah. But I look forward to our meet and greet there. It'll be great.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, they have their patio at SLS is cool. One thing about it too, Teddy, is the Mirage. My deal is, it's gonna be fucking cramped and fucking crazy as fuck.
Yeah, sure.
I know the SLS because it's more upscale and pricier. Johnny Sixpack's going to be like, I'm not fucking sitting in this place. I'm getting eyeballs. And it's not, you know what I mean? And so the SLS, I like that patio thing they have on the front though outside. It's fucking awesome. And it's $50. They're having like viewing parties throughout the tournament. $50 on the patio, but it's all you can fucking drink. And you get snacks. And for someone that drinks a lot, like Cam basically thought it was a great deal. He's like, I'll fucking pound back $50 worth of booze like in the first game.
Sure. I mean, if you're a drinker, $50 all you can drink in Vegas,
Yeah, because
is a good deal. And on March Madness with a seat, that's a great deal.
Exactly. People think, why would I do that? You get free drinks in Vegas. No, you don't. Yeah, you get a free fucking tickets. During March Madness, you're going to be standing going, where's that fucking waitress? You're going to get a drink once every 45 minutes if you're lucky. But casinos are packed. Like SLS won't be as packed because it's not the different type of place. Like it won't be
Mirage, but don't think for a minute it's not going to be busy. It'll be busy.
No,
it'll be crazy busy. There's not a place in town that's not crazy busy.
You're right. Everywhere is going to be busy. Just everywhere.
Yeah, that's what you come for. It's fun, dude. It's nothing.
I know what I'm getting myself into. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make sure as soon as I get there, I'm going to get some of those apps and shit so I don't have to wait in line and I won't have a problem. I'll get my bets in.
Sure. If you want to go to a casino that's dead for March Madness, just go to Atlantic City.
Cold. Teddy throwing some heat at the AC. All right, Teddy. It's great to have you on the show again. I enjoyed it.
Always do, Gabe. Always do, my friend. Thanks for having me.
Just quick on the way out here, second half of this basketball game. We got 70-58. Nice tempo here. They put up 128 points in the first half. Second half number, the Golden State Warriors -2.5, 113. So suddenly this makes them 14.5-point favorites. What do you make of the second half numbers here, Tony?
I didn't want. Well, that's one thing that happens when I'm on air with you. Are you watching? Do you have the games on now? Are you kind of watching the background?
I've got it on here, but it's hard, when you're not watching the flow with the in game.
Because I mean, like if I'm sitting here, I got 3 screens right over there, and I usually sit over in that chair. Here I can't. Well, I don't want to. Whatever. Yeah. But I got the screens on. But when I come on air, I got to turn them off because I get distracted. Otherwise, I'll be like, what? And if I'm not watching a game, I'm not betting at halftime. I don't know. I haven't felt the flow. Obviously, you talk about what is it? What's that total? We're at 128 at the break, and what kind of shooting percentage are we looking at?
Look, they put up 128 in the first. It's 113 in the second. It's Teddy, I swear, there's more flow and more offense in this game than the NBA All-Star game was. Like they're Curry's bombing threes from half court. They're going in. Jordan's dunking. Like they're just throwing it like this sort of quick baseball pass, slam dunk, three.
The Warriors are 70% from the floor and 70% from 3-point range for the first half.
70% from three.
Yeah.
They're
so one would general, one would think that percentage is likely to drop at least somewhat. So as a theoretical way, in terms of where would the pros look for a bet like this? It would absolutely look at the under. When you have that type of shooting percentage and a first half that flew over and things revert back to the mean, and one would expect a lower scoring second half. And in theory, there's value in that regard. But did I bet it? Did I think about betting it? No.
Teddy, Sportsbook. Teddy's going to be preparing his video in the morning. What time do the videos get released at, Teddy?
What is it? Usually about 1:30 Eastern time. About 1:30 in the afternoon.
All right, good stuff.
10:30 Pacific time. So as soon as I get off the air with you, I start. I actually got a bunch of stuff already done, but I start putting together the ticket for the graphics guys to put the show together for tomorrow.
I hear you. Always a pleasure, Teddy. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. We'll speak next week.
Sounds good, my friend. Enjoy. Best of luck. Have a good night.
Ted Savransky. Good stuff with Teddy as always. Nice to have Teddy back in the rotation. Yeah, how do you not like Michigan at 81? And Kyle Hamburg's right. I'm not going under 113. I'm going over, Kyle. We're going over. Yeah, everyone give a thumbs up for Teddy if you haven't already. Yeah, I don't know what it is with all of our guests. Like, at least Teddy admits it. He goes, I'd be distracted like Babano. Babano didn't hear like half of the shit I said last night to him. He's like, what? Oh, yeah. I even told Babano like I remember I told Babano a funny story he didn't know. And then I told him something kind of disturbing. And he did like, we could have told Babano like, hey, like we could have dropped anything on him. Fuck. Hey, Babano, I'm sorry, but we had to turn you into the authorities for gambling. I'm sorry. What? Oh, yeah, it's great. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know Babano, like the old walk and chew gum at the same time. Like, Babano's very easily distracted. Ted Savransky admits it. I'm good. I look over at the game. I keep talking. I mean, like, yeah, look at the game. I'm not like, I don't know. I've been doing it a long time, but I'm good at like, I don't get distracted really. I can watch, you know what I mean? And sort of, but. And then you got Babano that doesn't listen. It's always staring up. His head's like this because he's looking at something. Teddy at least admitted it. And then you got Feinberg, who we like Feinberg, but We might have to. That's what I got. I got the game on mute right now. And you know what, Hamburg? I usually like to have the volume up just like on minimum, so I get a feel for the crowd. Yeah, you noticed Olin last night. Olin, Nolan, you guys noticed. I was like, Babana, you're not paying attention. He's like, what? Yeah, I am. What? Like, I'm like, dude, you guys all said the same thing. You're like, fuck, he's distracted. So, and then we move on to our boy Feinberg. We got quite the guest. Then we got Mick Aussie, who can barely fucking operate a fucking computer, sitting in the dark with that fucking corkscrew hat on. And then we got Jeff Feinberg, who Feinberg, like, really freaks me out, fuck. Like you said, like, guys, I was fucking dizzy, like, the other night. I was with you. Like, I had to stop looking. Like, I was like, holy fuck, man. You got to stop moving, bro. Feinberg's like, fucking, he's like, and he's got a TV to the side, so he's got a game on. He's all worried about his bet. So he's like, yeah, Gabe, and, you know, I got to tell you, and he's fucking, like Feinberg has worked his way as the Tuesday night guest. He's doing a great job, but we should rotate. Yeah, with Andercust and Feinberg. Like, Feinberg has worked his way. He's our golf guy now. Feinberg's our Tuesday golf guy. And the good thing about Feinberg is, you know, he knows football and baseball, so we can throw shit at Feinberg. And he's got good takes. He's got honest takes. You know what I mean? So he's smart. He's a good gambler. So, but the fucking moving, man. The fucking moving. Remember the first time he was on, he's fucking moving so much, and the fucking mic was like, I'm gonna, you know, like, fucking, I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna have to go audio with Feinberg in the future, fuck, because it's freaking me out. But it's to the point where it's like a big joke for everyone now. Like, everyone loves it. He's fucking, Feinberg's just constant. Like, the thing with Feinberg is it's not like, because even someone said during the Super Bowl betcast that my leg was distracting him because of my foot. I was going like this all night. I'm moving my leg now, actually, but you can't tell on the air, really. You know, I'm not like fucking, it's like, bro, you got to sit still for a fucking second, man. Gabe, he literally knocked over Mayo's show on money. What did he knock over? What did he knock over? He knocked Mayo over, or he moved so much he knocked something over? Yeah, we got to get Chowder on the show. You're right. We got to get Chowder to Las Vegas, like. Vegas is actually the best city for Chowder. It'd be awesome for him. Yeah, we got to get Chowder in Vegas, actually. I don't know. He surprised me with the Vancouver one. He never told me. That was a shock. He never told me he was coming. He was moving and shit fell. I saw his video in Mail briefly the other day, and it looked like he was fucking fighting, not moving. Like, it looked like he was like, he had his hands under the desk and he was kind of like, you got to let him be himself and just move. Man, that's what I'm saying. Clam Chowder's always running around like a mascot in fucking cities that are like uptight cities and shit. He's walking down the street in Vancouver high-fiving chicks. Fucking Vegas, Cam Chowder will have hot bitches like jumping on him and like fucking sucking his fucking mascot dick and shit. We're gonna take a quick break. Thanks, Pick Machine. We can't be here like until last night was crazy. I've got a motherfucking I've got a doctor's appointment in the morning. Fucking sucks, man. I don't want to go. I thought it was today for a second, and I didn't care. I missed it. I was like, yeah, whatever, fuck. I'm feeling better, you know? I'm feeling better. But I'm like, shit, no, it's tomorrow, fuck. Fucking 9 a.m. Takes me a while to get there. Toronto's a big city, right? So it's not that far, but it's fucking rush hour. And just, you know, everything's slow. What do you mean I got to pay? I ain't paying. Yeah, I guess they charge you. Yeah, they charge the government. They're not charging me. I don't know, man. I've gone to the doctor like once a month for the last 3 months. I didn't go see a doctor in 47 years. I've been to a doctor 3 times in the last 3 months. He's like, all right, I'll see you next month. And last time I went, he's like, oh, you know what? You're much better. He goes, yeah, you've done a good job listening to me. I can tell. I was like, yeah, doc, I'm doing everything you say. And he's like, all right, I'll see you next month. And thinking, wow, well, you just told me I'm all right. I don't know why I got to come back. But whatever. Look, a lot of people in the United States would fucking gladly say, oh, fuck, I'd go, but I can't fucking pay. I don't have to pay. I just got to fucking... Yeah, I don't... I've completely changed my diet, that dog. Although, to be honest with you, I don't know where my fucking health card is. Fuck. Yeah, no, you just joined us, Al. You didn't see I started the show. I was drinking a fucking berry smoothie. You think I've been drinking berry smoothies before at 10 o'clock at night with fucking prune juice in it? Yeah, I should be all right, Tommy. See, exactly. Oh, I gotta find my fucking card. Why would I buy a car? Fuck, I live in downtown Toronto. Cam had a car here today. Cam doesn't have a car. Cam had a car today. Cost him $17 to park, fuck, outside my place. Think about think about that. He's like, he was pissed. He's like, cost me $17 to do this fucking show. He was fucking raging. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We got some more rage. We got some more stuff to hit. Second half of this game, but like I said, we can't be here all fucking night. I've got to fucking wake up early for this fucking doctor appointment. Which, whatever. It's just a pain in the ass because it's not like I'm going to fall asleep earlier. But I got to try at least. Not really. I'm not, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'll end the show at 1 a.m. But it's not like I'm going to bed right away or anything. But since I'm going to the doctor in the morning, it's going to throw off my whole prep, like Teddy said. You guys don't know, man. You're doing these videos and shit and shows. You got to be like one day ahead all the time. So, like, it's chaotic tomorrow. So I won't have the same, my routine is all fucked up. It's a little different now. I don't have to prep for the TV show, earlier. So the radio show's a little later, but the radio show goes right into this fucking show, man. I'm having a hard time adjusting to my fucking schedule. So tomorrow's just going to be chaotic. I got to go to the doctor fucking early. And then after, I've got to go fucking hunt down some shit for the fucking radio show. And I got to go to like 2 different stores. It's a pain in the ass, man. But I'm not complaining. It's good to be alive. Better to be busy than to be dead. $40 to park outside a Blue Jay game on an average Saturday. I remember, like, I walk downtown, I always see the signs. $40 parking. I'm like, holy shit. Some of them were 50. Think about that. You got to pay $50 to park your car to go into a baseball stadium to pay $18 a beer. This is why I want to move from Toronto. Too expensive to. It's too. Everything's too expensive here. Like, rent is fucking cheaper. Fuck, you can live on fucking Venice Beach for fucking cheaper than this shit. The city of Niagara is going bankrupt on the American side. The Canadian side ain't doing so great either. Niagara Falls on the Canadian side does, but Yeah, I think that'll probably, in all actuality, we'll end up. I'm moving to Niagara Falls, like Vegas light. Even though we laid the points with the Clippers or with the Warriors, we need the Clippers to hang around to keep this from a rout, like a real rout type shit.
You can score as quickly as possible before the Warriors can set that defense. He looks with the steal, looks ahead, finds Williams, and there's the streaking Harold, able to finish at the rim.
Niagara Falls will have a sports book soon. That's what Cam calls Niagara Falls, Vegas light. It is very Vegas like, but it's just, you know, one block, 2 blocks. It's more than that, but you know what I mean. The touristy area part of Niagara Falls in Canada is a fucking ripoff, man. Like, the Canadians are so greedy, fuck. Everything's so expensive. Like, it's like, yeah, you got a nice little thing going here, but, you know, you go into fucking Denny's, you get the Grand Slam breakfast. It's like, oh, that'll be $34. It's like, it's a Grand Slam breakfast. It's $5.99 worldwide. Fuck, you're Denny's. No, this is a special location. Like, out of principle, I went into like 4 different, I was hungover. I wanted breakfast, like bacon, and I was in Niagara Falls. So I go into Denny's and shit. And I sit down and I look at the menu and I'm like, the fuck, man? I'm like, fucking Grand Slam breakfast, $18.99. And like, I'm like, holy fuck. And it was too late to get up. I was with a chick, fuck. I'm sitting there. I swear to God, like a standard breakfast in Niagara Falls is like $72 or something. I was like, I'm never going to fucking like, I fucking told the chick on the way out, I'm like, should be fucking illegal. I'm going to call the head Denny's Corporation and tell them how you're price gouging. Yeah, Niagara Falls is out of control. But the thing with Niagara Falls is you have the casino area and stuff. There's only 2 casinos, but they're nice. You know, they're pretty big and nice and shit. You got a bunch of touristy crap. It was cool in the old days when Vince McMahon, when they had a WWE fucking ride in the WWE store and shit. They used to have a lot of WWE shit. Like, wrestlers would always be there, and they had the fucking pile driver fucking ride, and like, it was pretty cool. But they have a bunch of touristy shit. The Coca-Cola store, the fucking Hershey fucking chocolate fucking store. You can buy a fucking big ass fucking Hershey's Kiss fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they've got all like the fucking food fucking places have their shit, and there's a shitload of restaurants and bars. There's a strip club. It's like a mini Vegas, fuck. But what's cool about it is, like I said, so on the Canadian side, it's like a mini Vegas. On the American side, it's like fucking desolate, fuck. It's like they have the fucking Seneca Casino and there's jack shit, fuck. In the American, you know, it's like, it's really pathetic, actually. So I see that the Seneca Casino in Buffalo, in New York here, in Niagara County, fucking Erie, etc. They had a deal with the county, okay? When they built the place in like the 70s or something, where they had to split, they had to give a share of the revenue to the fucking state of New York and the city and shit. Except in the fucking contract, it said from this until 2018, you have to give fucking, but the state just sort of thought that it was, they're like, what do you mean you're not going to pay us? You're operating in our state. And they're like, no, if you read the fine print, we don't have to pay you anymore, You know, like, we're not paying you. But we're talking about a lot of fucking money, man. They pay like $300 million a year to Niagara County and the American side. Like, the town's bankrupt. They're filing for bankruptcy because of Seneca Casino. Seneca's Casino is really fucking around with the state of New York, man. Like if I was the state of New York and Cuomo's a fucking vindictive dude, he's going to fucking get them somehow. He'll get them. Like, you know, all right. What I would do if I was state of New York now, I'd just say, all right, you motherfuckers. Like, you want to fucking play hardball with us? Go ahead. And then you just fucking wait until you fucking nail them, man. The slightest fucking violation at their casino, man, you fucking nail them. So my point is, it's going to be, no, I've never been to the strip club in Niagara Falls, believe it or not. I've never been there. I've heard it's pretty good, but I've never been there. Yeah, but seriously, you go to the Canadian casino, they give you a dirty look. Like, the Fallsview Casino is the worst casino. Like, the Montreal Casino is the worst casino in the fucking world. But the Fallsview Casino is fucking, that's bad there, They're fucking rude there and shit. They're fucking dickheads. The other casino is better. I like the cheaper one, the Casino Niagara one. That's more my style. But the Fallsview, they're fucking pricks. And like you said, on the American side, they'll treat you like a fucking king. Free drinks, fucking smoking, because you do whatever the fuck you want. Like, they don't give a shit because they need the business. So they don't care. The Canadian side are like uppity fucks. You know, oh, that's $18 for your fucking Pepsi, sir. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell's a good player. I liked him. Yeah, the Seneca Casino, they're not fucking around. Refusing to pay. Here it is. The Seneca Nation has declared that they no longer legally have to pay the state of New York for casino policing services, and local officials are raising concerns. As part of the gaming compact, the tribe agreed to pay $17 million a year to the state. This is separate than the fucking county getting money, but just to the state. This is actually another fucking dispute they have going. Fuck. Yeah, like, looks like Seneca Casino is like in fuck you mode right now to everyone. Take us to court. Fuck. Here it is 4 hours ago. Like, this is a developing one here. So the one I just popped up is from 2016. So that's a developing. They don't want to pay the state for like for cops and shit at the casino. Here it is. This is from 4 hours ago. The ongoing conflict with the Seneca Nation of Indians is becoming extremely problematic, and Niagara County officials have now called on Governor Andrew Cuomo to find a solution. Next month will mark the 1 year since the tribe stopped revenue sharing payments to the state. The Native American community claims it's filled the financial obligations of a 2002 casino compact. Seneca argues that the revenue sharing agreement called for an automatic rollover upon expiration. But the legal pact does not mandate that the tribe continue to send in its tax checks to New York State. Niagara County and the host of Seneca Niagara have received about $800,000 annual in revenue sharing. The majority of the casino funds the county have been able to use for tax relief for the remaining 25%, blah, blah, blah. what it really comes down to is the Seneca Nation is unhappy with the recent gambling expansion in New York. Their revenue fell $230 million due to fucking the influx of other casinos. What's going on in the casino world, and we'll move on from this topic, what's going on in the casino world here, basically, though, with this shit, there's a big fucking battle, basically. The Seneca Nation, Mohegan Sun, all the native casinos are sort of getting pinched right now. And actually, it's the current government specifically as well. They're really on the rampage. And like, they won't even meet with like Mohegan Sun tried to fucking expand and do something like, and they didn't even accept the application. It was actually against the law. It's actually the hinky guy, the fucking, you know, whatever, the head of some interior. And it was shown that he wouldn't meet with the fucking Mohegan Sun people. And he fucking rejected, he didn't even accept their pitch for an expansion, and they need him to fucking agree on it. He delayed it so long to fuck them over because MGM is building something right on the fucking border in Massachusetts. It'll be a fucking, literally like within a mile or two or something of the Mohegan Sun. So, and you dig deeper, and it turns out that the fucking MGM people have been paying off this fucker, right? And all the MGM lobbyists, if you look at his meeting dockets, it's all fucking MGM people and shit. MGM is a powerful entity, fuck. And it goes back to Trump. Trump fucking hates the native casinos because the native casinos used to fucking beat him when he had his casinos and shit. There's a famous fucking line. You can look up Trump. There's a video of Trump years ago. He's in court, like arguing. he's like, you know, you ever seen them over at the casino? He goes, they don't look native to me. So my point was, property's going to be real cheap in Niagara soon. It's already pretty cheap on the Canadian side, because that's what I was going to say about this, so, like, Niagara County on the American side's fucking finished, basically. They're fucked. It's already a hellhole. They're done. I know a dude. There was actually a kid that worked at the Fantasy Sports Network, and he was a very good soccer player. And he actually went to Michigan to play soccer, all right? And he got recruited by Niagara as well. So he went to Michigan to play soccer, but he got hurt with Michigan. And Michigan fucking fucked him and shit. They moved on without him and stuff. So he moved back to Canada, and he played soccer here. And he was looking for another school, so he was transferring and shit. So he was looking around, and Niagara fucking recruited him. Niagara University. And you know, in America, you know, and Niagara in the MAC, in the basketball team and shit. Niagara, what are they, Purple Eagles. Fuck, Jack Armstrong was the coach. So he fucking went, and he was like, you know, I went and I was considering it. And he goes, I visited a lot of schools. And he goes, Niagara by far was like the dumpiest campus, man. And he goes, the town was a hellhole. He goes, I felt bad because they were really nice and they took me out and stuff. And the whole time I knew, I was like, there's no way in hell I'm fucking coming here. Like, so the Canadian side is the same thing. If you've ever been to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, you're like, holy fuck, it's fucking nice here. It's like fucking Vegas. It's like, yeah, it is. But, you know, fucking walk fucking 15 minutes up the hill, all right? Like, you walk 10 minutes up the hill outside that little tourist zone, and it's not dangerous and shit. You know, it's not the safest town. It's not, you know, I'm not like, oh, you're going to get killed if you walk 10 minutes up, but you walk 10, 15 minutes up the hill behind the casinos and everything. And, you know, you see fucking for sale houses and shit signs for like, you know, $42,000 for sale now, urgent. like it's a fucking beaten downtown. So it's perfect for me, fuck. Close to casinos, like Big Will said. I need the sports books. They need to legalize the single game wagering and shit just to put it over the top. Then I could justify it. It's not far from Toronto. I can go to Bills games. I got the casinos. If I want, you know, to feel a little excitement, I got a little Vegas light shit night out, you know. And the thing about Niagara is, though, there's like the extremes, fuck. So you have the tourist area, and it's pretty cool, but it's fucking pricey. But you got the casinos and shit. There's a lot of chicks there, and it's a fun time. You've got your dumpy Niagara, which is really dumpy, guys. There's actually a quickie mart in Niagara. Fuck. Pretty cool. I didn't get a picture of it because I was in a fucking car. I sped past it. But I was like, holy fuck, they got a quickie mart. But then you've got your nice Niagara as well, right? Niagara on the lake. It's fucking wine country. It's a very interesting dynamic. You got your upscale rich people, Niagara on the lake. You got your wasted tourists on fucking at the casinos. And then in the middle, you've got your fucking just fucking poor ass residents that are all on welfare. Perfect fucking neighborhood for me to move into. Tops friendly market now. Yeah, Apu, thank you. My favorite baseball squadron. I usually hate that touristy stuff, but I gotta get out there to the Universal Studios in LA. They've got Moe's and Krusty Land and Itchy and Scratchy and shit. Like our boy Nate's always sending me pictures. Fuck, they actually have like a Moe's bar. Fuck in there. You know, we're not complete till we do a road rage from Moe's. That's right, Grinch. Major League Baseball begins tomorrow. All right, so it's 102.93 right now. This game, pace is looking good. We were a little worried about that second half over, but hey, what did I tell you guys about the total? Fuck. Said, they want to scare you away at 234. In-game total right now, 251. So our second half is looking good because that was 242.5. And we're looking real good for the over here in the Oregon-Arizona State game. They're at the half here. They put up 83 points in the first. We're in business, baby. Second half, 83.5. Oregon Ducks -1. The Oregon Ducks are winning 43 to 40 right now. 43 to 40. So they would become 4-point favorites laying the 1 and the 83.5. They're both desperate teams. I brought this up with Morency earlier in the week on Monday night too. With these desperate teams and shit, no one's going down without a fight. They're almost like tournament games. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fouls late and teams can't quit. The committee's watching them. There's only a few regular season games left. Shit's coming on, man. It's fucking nuts. I didn't really realize it, but I mean, the fucking conference tournaments start next week. It's pretty nuts. Before we know it, man, we're going to be in Vegas for March Madness. It's going to be cool. I think the Ducks are the play here. Let's go Ducks in the over. Ducks -1, over 83.5. Ducks -1, over 83.5. Now, interesting question, Johnny Kick. That's because we were so focused on the Olympics last night. And for all the people that were talking smack about the U.S. women, what time is the USA men's game on that? Let me just look here. What time is the U.S. men's game? Oh, that's right. They're not playing. I couldn't resist. Actually, the Americans have been pretty gracious for the most part. Although I heard Greg Sussman running his mouth earlier in the day. I did read some really stupid shit after the game, though. On Twitter, there was some stupid comments. But Canada's not playing. Again, Canada's the fucking 7 in the morning game here. Russia or OAR on a collision course with a gold medal, Putin's going to be very happy. I don't know, man. The Czech Republic, they're just one of these fucking teams, man, that they're baffling. The Czech Republic fucking hate Russia too. Like, they're going to bring it. Russia are getting better every game, though. Like that, right now with Russia, they had that one game out of the gate where they weren't great, the first game, and they've got their shit together. Like, I've watched the women more closely than the men, actually. Although I've watched the men too, but it seems like we focus on the women more. But Russia are by far the best team. Like, it's not even like Russia's better than Canada. They're better than the Czech Republic. They're better than fucking Germany. Like, Russia needs to really fuck this up not to win this thing. Like, Ilya Kovalchuk can still play. Like, he's the best guy on the ice. Pavel Datsyuk can still play. He's the best guy on the ice. They've got like fucking 13 other fucking young dudes from the St. Petersburg KHL team. They've come together. Like, and the thing is, they essentially are the St. Petersburg team of the KHL. There's 15 guys from one team on the KHL. There's only 23 guys on a hockey team. 15 of them are fucking, I don't know what the Olympic roster is. I think it's 20 only, fuck. Like, literally 15 of the players are from one fucking team in the KHL. So it's like 50, I think there's 22 in the Olympics. 15 out of the 22 guys are on one team. So they have a cohesion, basically, right? They're not, some of these teams are sort of thrown together and shit. Like, Canada are just a bunch of Canadian dudes that aren't in the NHL. Fuck. The best Canadian dudes that were in the NHL got thrown on this team. You know, hey, you want to fucking stop playing golf and come play in the Olympics? Like, the Russian team is a real team in the KHL, and they're starting to figure it out, and they're fucking scary. They're fast as fuck. They got a million scoring opportunities. They're used to the big ice. It's another thing, too. Like, they live on this shit. They're fast as fuck. They're a dangerous team. But with that being stated, it's interesting that the total's 5.5, and it's fucking under -167 in this game. The odds makers are saying that they think the Czech Republic are going to be able to slow them down. And I think the Czech Republic will be able to slow them down. But you guys know me, man. I love betting on hockey unders. And I love the Canada-Germany under, fuck. It's -193, but I'll bite the bullet and lay it. It'll be a 2-1 game. It'll be like the women's game, maybe 3-2, but it'll go under Canada and Germany. Canada don't have a lot of firepower. Germany copy Canada, fuck. Germany play like the Canadian style of hockey, but not as good, and they're very, very disciplined. They don't want to fucking get in a high-scoring game, Germany. Canada's going to win. The numbers keep going up because before parlaying, it wasn't that bad. Now it's -200. Essentially, Canada versus Russia, the way it's meant to be in a men's hockey tournament final. Canada-Russia is your most likely matchup here. Germany could beat Canada. Canada is like not dominant or anything. It's funny, too, because I'm reading a lot of previews, and they're like, oh, not a surprise. Canada and Russia made it this far, etc. It's like Canada coming into this thing, really, we're a ragtag bunch of dudes. They're good. They're not bad. They're a good team. They have better players than people realize, actually, Team Canada. But we talked about it coming in, man. Everyone dismounted Canada before, and I was like, people are fucking still Canada, fuck. It's not like the Swedes and all these other teams have their NHL players, right? That's the thing. Like, if these guys were playing, Canada were playing, these guys are playing against the best NHL Swede guys and Russians, they'd get killed, but they're not. I think Russia's going to win against Czech Republic, and I think Canada's going to beat Germany, and then Russia will beat Canada in a gold medal. I hate to say it, but, just like you American guys didn't bet with your heart last night, you bet on Canada thinking it was the stronger play. I will do the same in the final if we get that far. I will take Russia to beat Canada. So the game is at 2:30 in the morning. Czech Republic and Russia. Russia's -1.5 goals, -118. They're -400 on the money line. And Canada's -500 on the money line. Holy shit, the fucking Warriors are only up by 4 suddenly. All right, well, here, you want to make they're only up by 2 suddenly. It's 104-102 with 9 minutes left in this game. The in-game total is 250.5 right now. It's going to get there. They're both going to get into the 120s, and it's going to lead it to over 250. Like high 120s type shit. All right, it's right now. This is a good way to put in a Canada parlay if you want, I would suggest. Warriors are -650. You throw Canada, Russia, and the Warriors, not bad. It bumps the -200 up at least. The total's 250.5 right now. 251 is bouncing around. Fuck, I got to shut up and click. I'm going over. We already have the over in the game. We got the over in the second half that's going to hit. They're already at fucking 208 points with 8.5 minutes left. And there's no reason, like we said before the game, Golden State are going to get to 126 or so. They're going to get to they're going to get there. And since it's competitive as well, there'll be some fouls and shit. $106, $102. Now we need a little run from the Warriors to cover this number. The Warriors are -7.5 in game right now. Are the Warriors going to fuck us? All right, so we jumped on the second half over of the Oregon Arizona State game, and we laid the point with the Oregon Ducks. 5-0 start. So not bad. 5-0 start in the second half for the Ducks right now. 3-ball Durant. Ooh, that was from too far. It didn't go in. Fuck. Now, ever since I clicked, there's no points. I went small on the over 250.5, though. Jump ball. 247.5 right now. Just fell. I'm not panicked because I know, like I said, there's going to be fouls and shit, and there's going to be free throws made. Just a couple of shots, a couple of 3-balls didn't fall, so the total fucking fell a bit. I'm not panicked. Great start for the Oregon Ducks in the second half. I think Grinch jumped on this too. 50-40 right now. They're up 7-0 in the second half. They've stretched their lead to 10 against Arizona State. It's crazy, the line swings with this in-game shit. The Warriors went as low as -350 money line briefly a second ago. Now it's -2200 again. Now they're 9.5-point favorites. We laid the 10.5. I would have made it, bought the points and even, but I grabbed it in-game right before it started, right? It tagged in. You can't buy half there, so. It's a good point, Chris Edge. Everybody hit home runs last year. We'll see. We'll see if it continues into this year. Yeah, let's. Holy fuck! Here it is. That's what I'm talking about. Bruce is trying. Bruce, you're gonna mush this shit. What do you mean 234 is a fucking sweatshop? Settle down, Bruce. $234 is a sweat job. There's Bruce with the untimely comment of the night at the worst time. You've done this before, actually, Bruce. Now, if they stop hitting shots, dude, we're going to blame you. Exactly, arrogant. It's going way over. It's sailing over. I'm not worried about my 250 bet still right now. He's worried about 234. Go run the bath one like said Bruce is upsetting people. I told you, Bruce is a troublemaker. Yeah, mush shot. See, Bruce is all baked. His math is off. We welcome Arrogant. What's up, Arrogant? I see you on Twitter off. What's going on, man? Let's hope it's going over. Let's not mush this shit. Maybe I mushed it by grabbing the over 250. I got greedy. 110, 104. Fuck. They're 214 right now with 7 minutes left. Oh, big steal. One thing I will say is the pace is slowing down a bit. Like when Golden State get the ball, they're sort of walking it up. Curry's coming back in the game now. Bruce is right, though, in the sense that the second half over is starting to look, the in-game total right now is 250 still. It went back up, actually. It's 250. Bruce is panicking everybody. Stop. Yeah, it's like Bruce is the guy that yells fire in a fucking movie theater. No, he's not the best six man of all time. I think you got to go. There's the old guy. Lou's damn good, though, but I got to go with the microwave. There's some good damn six men over the years. The microwave. Remember Vinnie Johnson, old days with the Detroit Pistons. Dennis Rodman. Rodman was a starter, too, but Rodman's also Rodman won the six man of the year. You know, Dennis Rodman used to be a six man. You can't say Lou Williams is the best of anything because the dude doesn't really play defense, and he kind of just shoots threes. But he's good at it. And, you know, he's a great shooter, and he's a cool dude. Guy's got 2 girlfriends at once. He doesn't hide it and shit. Like, freak the Raptors out. Like, when he's on the Raptors, like, he'd show up with 2 girls. Like on his arm, and after he'd have 2 girlfriends waiting for him outside the room, and like they'd never show them on TV. Like sometimes they'll show DeRozan's wife, or you know what I mean. Like Lou Williams, like they were like whatever they told them, like don't fucking show these 2 chicks. Fuck, like it's kind of like he didn't hide it. Like he wasn't cheating on them. He had 2 girlfriends. I don't know. He probably still does. Like Lou Williams is pretty much like legendary because of that. He's pretty much legendary because of that amongst his peers in the NBA, like other players. A lot of NBA players. Yeah, Kevin McHale. Good call, Lomas. Tony Kukoc, Kevin McHale. Jamal Crawford, good 3-point shooter. John Starks was a good 6-man, except that one night in Houston. Here's just a list that we can bounce off of. Ray Allen, Miami Heat, 2013. He was the 6-man. They won the championship. Yeah, you know, is he really a 6? That's the thing. The 6-man's kind of a weird thing. I mean, you have some really good players that happen to be 6-men at certain points in their career, right? But like Ray Allen. But Ray Allen was an NBA All-Star, great, you know. I don't think of Ray Allen as a 6-man, but he was a 6-man on the Heat. Eddie Johnson, old school for you, Grits. Phoenix Suns, Seattle Supersonics. He was good, Eddie Johnson. Dan Marley, our boy, Grand Canyon, Dan Marley. Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's been a big part of the Warriors' success. He's number 23. James Harden. That's what I'm talking about. James Harden was the sixth man of the year in 2012. Clifford Robinson. See, like, really, I never, if you would have asked me, has James Harden ever been a sixth man of the year in the NBA? I'd be like, no. Sean Starks, sixth man of the year, 1996. Ricky Pierce, two-time sixth man of the year, 1986 and 1989. Milwaukee Bucks. Bill Walton, marvelous sixth man of the year and NBA champion with the 1985-86 Boston Celtics. Yeah, like he had bad knees and shit, but he was on that championship team. So he didn't play as much, but he was a contributor, he was on the team. Here's my boy, the microwave, who I said, Vinnie Johnson, 1990. Two-time NBA champion, the microwave. Man, this guy could light it up, fuck. The microwave was not shying away from taking a big shot if needed, as evidenced by his championship-clinching 14-footer in Game 5 against the Portland Trailblazers with 0.7 seconds left. Johnson was a tweener guard, as his size and skill set allowed him to play either backcourt position, making him a valuable backup to either point guard Isaiah Thomas or Joe Dumars. Pretty good backcourt they had, eh? Joe Dumars and Isaiah fucking Thomas. Fuck. The real Isaiah Thomas, not this Isaiah, the new Isaiah, the real Isaiah Thomas. Lamar Odom was the sixth man on the NBA champion LA Lakers. He was good. Detlef Schrempf, great player. Indiana Pacers, sixth man of the year, 1991 and 1992. Downtown Freddie Brown. Tony Kukoc, number 12. Let's hurry at the pace. Jamal Crawford, number 11. Del Curry, number 10. Jason Terry, number 9. Various teams. Billy Cunningham, number 8. Dennis Rodman, who I said too, number 7. Robert Horry. Yeah, Robert Horry was big game Bob. Michael Cooper. Somebody called Michael Cooper earlier. Good call by you guys. Michael Cooper. Bobby Jones. Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, yeah, we forgot about our boy here. Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili. Sixth Man of the Year award. Kevin McHale, number 2. And the ranked number 1 all-time sixth man of the year, John Havlicek. What's up, Andrew McInnes? We're going to get McInnes back on the show. Lou Williams this year, Jabron. All right, so they're up to 225 with 4.5 minutes left in this game. Michael Cooper. Yeah, like I said, like, a lot of these guys, I mean, James Harden's not a sixth man. Like, who's guys that were really good coming off the bench all the time? Robert Horry's got to be right up there. Robert Horry is the winningest player, one of the winningest players in NBA history. 7 NBA championships. Fuck. Quite an impressive career, Robert Horry. 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets as a starter. So earlier in his career, as a starter. 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets in 1994 and 1995. Was the starting small forward on both teams. He also won consecutive titles twice with the Lakers. So his motherfucker racked it up. Initially, when he went to the Lakers, he was signed to be the starting power forward. Horry was moved into the six-man role in the 1998-99 season and continued in that role throughout the team's 3 consecutive championship seasons. Horry proved crucial in the role, providing scoring punch for the Lakers off the bench and becoming the unofficial third option behind Kobe and Shaq. More importantly, Horry frequently played more minutes in crunch time than starters did and was known for a bevy of clutch shots, including the game-winning three-point shot in Game 4 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals against Sacramento. That game was fucking fixed. That's just one of his shots, man. He fucking hit a million shots. Fuck. Big shot Bob, man. He was fucking always there, man. A big game. It was nuts. 7 championships, guys, man. Like, LeBron's got fucking 3, all right? Robert Horry won 7 titles, and he wasn't just, oh, yeah, he was on the bench for that. It's like, no. Like, I just want to point out, no, he was a starter on the Rockets, 2-time champion. He was a starter on the Lakers for one of the championships. Then the next 2 championships, he went to the 6-man role. Fucking hit game winners. I remember with the fucking Spurs, man, he hit that fucking 3 in the corner to fucking win the title for them. Like, he saved the Spurs like numerous times, Remember, it was like every playoffs. And Horry for 3 out of nowhere, Big game, fucking Bob hits the 3. Yeah, Robert Horry was a clutch-ass motherfucker. So was, you know who I'm surprised, I was going to say, but I guess he was a starter with the Lakers. Johnny Kicknuts, you're a Laker guy, right? You would know, like, my boy Glenn Rice. I'm a big Glenn Rice fan. Glenn Rice was a big key to some of those Laker championships too, but that was the other Laker team, right? That was like early 2000 Lakers era. I could have swore Glenn Rice came off the bench for the Lakers, though, one year when they won the title. I don't think he was a starter. Glenn Rice was sort of at the end of his career. Glenn Rice is one of my favorite basketball players of all time, Jabron. Like Glenn Rice, my favorite Michigan Wolverine of all time. I've had Glenn Rice on my show. It was one of the coolest things. That's one of the happiest times I've ever been. Like, I'm on, seriously. I was fucking like stoked. I'm still stoked. Like, it's one of those deals where I'm like, man, that was cool. Like, I've interviewed a lot of big people and shit, but I was a big Glenn Rice fan. We finally got him. We tracked him down. He came on. He was a cool dude, too. He was fucking cool. Talked to him about, like, winning a national championship with Michigan. Glenn Rice, I talked about it, guys, here. Glenn Rice has had a good life. Well, now he's got problems, but, like, he had a good run, like, a great career. Like, he was a broke kid from Flint, Michigan. Played for the Michigan Wolverines. Set an NCAA record that still stands to this day, Still stands, guys. He scored like 260 points or something. I don't know the exact points. He averaged like 36 points a night in the tournament. It was fucking nuts. Like, he wouldn't miss. He did not miss. Like, he carried Michigan to a national title. And we weren't supposed to win. We barely got in the fucking tournament that year. 1988. 1989. Yeah, we fired the coach. The coach left. Bo Schembechler hired Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher won the national championship. He had never coached Michigan until the NCAA tournament. Unbelievable three-point shot right there by Lou Williams. The guy was going sideways. You see that? Bruce Chad's like a hockey goalie, a hockey player that gets a penalty that's just happy they didn't score on a power play. Yeah, so Glenn Rice wins the national title for Michigan. Ramil Robinson hit the free throw, though, in overtime to win it. But Glenn Rice fucking set an NCAA record. He averaged like 30 fucking points a night or whatever it was. He literally scored like 234 points or something in 6 games. Then, since he was so good in the 3-ball, then he was so good, he got drafted by the Miami Heat, like fucking 2nd or 3rd overall in the NBA draft. Boom, we're up to 243, second half over hits. So then Glenn Rice gets drafted to Miami Heat, has a nice career in the NBA, you know, bounces around. He's on the Heat. He was good. He wasn't a bust. He was fucking good, but they were an expansion team. He was like their fucking 2nd player they ever drafted. Ronnie Cycli was the first Heat player drafted. Remember him? Ronnie Cycli, Syracuse. And Glenn Rice was like the 2nd year of the Miami Heat's existence. He was like drafted 2nd overall by the Heat. And they were shit, but he was good. And then I think he went to Charlotte. And he didn't last long. He was in Charlotte for like a year or something. He didn't like it. No one likes it in Charlotte, fuck. So he didn't like it in Charlotte. And then he ended up finally on the Lakers, fuck. And then boom, he won a couple of rings with the Lakers. One of the years he hit some big fucking threes for them and shit. It was basically, if you remember, they had Ori, they had everyone, but they needed a real 3-point shooter. And Glenn Rice was like, yeah, man, I'll do it. And fucking, so, you know, they had Kobe, they had Shaq. But remember, man, Kobe said it was awesome. He goes, never. He goes, I fucking knew it was going in every time. Like, Kobe didn't like passing the ball, but he would pass to Rice because he knew Rice wouldn't fuck it up. So remember, Glenn Rice has, like, arguably the best stroke out of any shot in the history of the game. Like, if you talk to basketball purists, they're like, his jump shot is the purest, like, the point of release. Like he perfected it. Like the point of release, the shot, the rotation. Glenn Rice is like literally, you know, like top 10 best shooters of all time type shit. Like he could hit threes like with a blindfold. Like just from the angle. Like he could just fucking to a flake from the repetition. And of course, the coolest thing that Glenn Rice, national champion, Michigan Wolverines, NBA 2-time NBA champion. I think he was on 2 of the teams with the Lakers, with the LA Lakers, and he fucked Sarah Palin. And he did Sarah Palin, which just completely completes it. Yeah, he was a hired gun with the Lakers. He was a mercenary at that point, exactly. But yeah, exactly. Like you said, man, the net barely moved, Chris. You're right. It was just like, it would just go in, and then it was like, it never hit the rim. Like, I remember Glenn Rice sometimes, the 3-ball would go in and it would rattle off the rim, and he'd sort of be like, he'd have like sort of a sneer, like, oh, fuck, that was off. Like, fucking. I heard, like, I remember Larry Bird even saying, like, he's like, man, that Glenn Rice dude, he's like, fuck, he's unconscious, fuck, when he shoots. Like, we're at 245, baby. 248. Let's go. Thanks, Darcy Kretchen. Yes, it's completely true. Thanks, Finny. Yeah, it's completely true. The Glenn Rice, Sarah Palin. I would agree now, Kyle. I'd say Steph Curry's the best 3-point shooter I've seen now, too. The thing is, Curry's a little inconsistent, but Curry's got the smoothest sort of, like, it's, you know, when he's on, it's going in. I don't know, though. You guys are on, trust me. Like, if Steph Curry played Glenn Rice in a fucking game of horse, man, don't think Glenn Rice wouldn't be able to beat him. In their prime, you know what I mean? Steph Curry's great, but listen, Larry Bird was a great shooter. There's been some great shooters. Rick Barry. I'm not sitting here saying Glenn Rice, the best shooter ever. I'm just telling you he's my favorite player. He's a badass. Reddick's inconsistent, dude. Reddick's not on those guys' level. Like Glenn Rice and fucking Robert Horry and these guys, they've hit three-point shots in NBA championship games under pressure. Glenn Rice is dropping 36 a game on fucking the NCAA championship against fucking Kendall Gill in Illinois and shit, you know? Like, it was real. Like, what's J.J. Redick done? Fuck, hit a couple of threes and fleeced the Sixers for $24 million. Unbelievable. He banked it in. The Warriors are not going to cover, but we're going to hit all these in-game overs. Boom, 250 and a half. Yeah, we should note, he banged Sarah Palin, the Michigan Wolverines. It was actually the year after they won the championship. So Michigan won the championship in 89, and in 1990, they went to, they were in the Alaska shootout. They were in the Alaska shootout. Boom. You know, if you check the tape of what I said when they set the total this high, they're trying to scare you away from betting the over. And what else did I say? I said, remember the Laker game and the Pelicans? They are the T-Wolves. They try to scare you. Got a 250. Boom. We're in the 250s. It'd be nice to get the cover here somehow. We're up by 8 right now. No, back to 6. Fuck. If they missed that shot right there, we might have covered. I'm not going to complain. We hit the Warriors in the first quarter. We hit the game to go over. We hit the second half to go over, and we hit the in-game over 250. So we went 4-1. What are you going to do? They just threw up to 260. I just want to remind everybody that our boy Bruce Chad was worried about the 234 a couple of minutes ago. Bruce tried to mush us on a game that they're at 260 on. Love you, Bruce Chad, but come on, buddy. Fucking Bruce Chad. We beat the total by 26 points. Bruce Chad's panicking. Fuck. I told you guys, Bruce Chad's going to say the worst thing at the worst time. Three, a couple of missed fucking shots, and Bruce Chad jumped the ship. Fuck. He's like, I'm out the game. Oh, it's not. Oh, we're done. Fuck. $260. Well, you should know our fucking plays, Bruce. I fucking sent them out on Patreon today. All right, so they got up to 260. $134, $127 final score. 261. But the Clippers cover the number. That's it. You know, Reggie Miller, I don't often agree with Reggie Miller, but Reggie's onto something here. All right, something that's not good right now is this fucking Oregon State game's really slowed down. Oregon-Arizona State game is really slowed down, guys. The second half over is not going to hit. They've only scored 34 points, fuck, in 14 minutes. Unbelievable. The actual over 154 is not going to hit even. The in-game, maybe. The in-game total is 151 right now. Fuck. The Dallas Stars are up 2 now. They didn't see that one coming either. I didn't bet on that hockey game, but whatever. We hit the fucking first quarter. We hit the over. We hit the second half over, and we hit the in-game over. And we lose the Warriors. So we went 4-1 in this game, guys. You know, we can't win every damn bet. Fuck. We need to hit this 154, and we need to hit the Oregon bet. We need the Ducks to win this game by 4 points, and we need this game to go over 154. And we'll give up on the over 83.5 second half. We'll get 2-1 in this game. We'll take it for a 6-2 late night run here with you. What's a push? What's a push, Johnny Kicknuts? Yeah, not bad, Greg Madsen. We'll take it, you know. All right, so we'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back with some closing thoughts. Like I said, I would stay longer, but I've got a doctor's appointment early in the morning. And so we've got Olympic hockey coming up in an hour. We'll try to sweat home this Oregon game. I would play the audio in the background a bit like I normally do, but like I said, we've been flagged for like numerous copyright fucking like I got an email from one of the heads of SBR. She's like, I don't know, what are you doing on your show? Like, she's like, it's been like 3 of the last 4 nights, man. We've gotten YouTube's fucking giving us a fucking, you know, you're under their violation. I'm like, yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll take a quick break. No, I'm good, Kyle. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some closing thoughts, and I'll give you some overnight picks here. The Olympics are really winding down, man. I'm flicking around. I just expected to see Olympic. That's not no Olympics even. There's nothing on. It's always that little letdown once you take it for granted, the Olympics. You know, it's on all the time. I've watched less of the Olympics than normal. I've only really watched the hockey, to be honest with you. I haven't really gotten into anything else. I haven't had time, or I haven't seen them and shit. But it's cool this year, guys. The sports calendar is looking good for us. March Madness around the corner. Baseball exhibition starts tomorrow. Maybe we'll see some lines here. See you later, Ray. Good to see you, dude. You got baseball around the corner. Boom. Then you got the World Cup this summer. World Cup is awesome. And then next thing you know, is CFL football, World Cup, fucking NFL football. There you go. What's going on in this fucking Oregon game? Yeah, Canelo and they're going to fight again. Triple G and Canelo, they announced today too. All right, 70-61 with 3.5 left. You get a fucking stream going. 71-60 with 3 left. Fuck, we need 23 points in 3 minutes. Fuck, this fucking game really just hit the fucking wall in the second half, man. Like Teddy said, that's the danger when you bet fucking games you're not watching. But what are you going to do? They scored fucking 83 points in the first.
Gets late early around here. Troy Brown Jr. Pritchard backs it up.
70-61. Both teams are in the bonus.
Pritchard stays with it, kicks it. Wooten beat the clock. They're going to review it. I think he got it.
They beat the clock.
What great awareness.
In the NBA, you wouldn't get 23 points in 3 minutes. They don't play the same foul game. College, like we're still alive for the over here at 154. Oregon's probably going to get to about 85. So it's, you know, it's up to fucking ASU.
If it counts. Clock light horn. Clock. Oh, nope. Master Chef Junior returns with a familiar face.
Are you kidding me, Morency?
It's a fierce competition.
What's an elevator situation?
So no kidding around. The bar is set really high.
I need a hug.
Master Chef Junior premieres Friday, March 2nd on Fox.
If you like spice and fish, there's this. If you like fish but not spice, there's this. If you don't like fish or spice, you're really going to like everything else at Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats.
That's all it is to add a line with unlimited gigs. Well, then you're getting a line. You get a line.
Hey, you, what's your name? Hugo.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones. 7 is never a scratch.
That's more than a scratch.
What do you think about a new shirt, buddy?
State Farm knows it's more than a truck, so why not give it the protection it deserves?
So sorry.
Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Introducing the new Infiniti QX80. Infiniti, empower the drive.
It's the biggest, most prestigious, most hard-fought championship in this genre of racing.
Monster Energy Supercross, Saturday, 7 Eastern on FS1.
Coming up after the game, we're joined by our bracket expert, Callie Schwab. Pac-12 coming into today had 3 teams going to the tournament. Stayed the same. Arizona and Arizona State. Tease, baby. Tease. Doug knows a good tease. We're teasing Howie a little bit later. Rich Doug, we'll see you guys coming up. It's an important game when Howie's up. 70-61. While we were away, that bucket was taken away.
No basket. Fuck off. What do you mean no basket? He fucking got it off on time. All right, fuck. I'd say I'll stay to the end of this game, but fuck, this game's going to go on for fucking ever. NASCAR, Atlanta, and Kyle's backyard. I'm telling you, Kyle, I said you're a hardcore rager, bro, and I appreciate you coming to the trips. If you can't make it to Vegas, hopefully you can make it up to Toronto. It'll be cheaper, but I'll make it out to Atlanta. We'll set it up. I'll come to an Atlanta game next year. I'll come down to a Falcon game or something. You know, maybe Georgia Bulldog. I'd rather go to the Falcons. I'll get hammered at a football game. You can take me out to those famous. I want to go to that strip club, the Solid Gold, where fucking Patrick Ewing and the Knicks got fleeced. But yeah, Atlanta won't be that expensive. That's what I'm saying. Atlanta to Toronto. We're gonna do a live show, Gogster, in Toronto. We're gonna do a Toronto Rage this spring. It's been a while since we've done a Toronto show. It's been like a year and a half. So we'll do a live show in Toronto, but we'll wait for the NBA playoffs to start so we can go to a Raptor game and shit, you know? People that come up can at least, you know, there'll be the NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. We can go to games. So, yeah, we'll be breaking the NASCAR down tomorrow on the radio show, and we'll talk some NASCAR tomorrow night here. And we'll see if what Andercuss is up to tomorrow night. We'll get some predictions from Andercuss so we know who to bet against. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, we'd appreciate it. SBR would appreciate it. Remember to go to sportsbookreview.com. And seriously, guys, you want to keep these free shows going. And Donnie and Big Man and Jimmy the Bag and Loshak and McInnes and Smith and Lane and all the Babano, all the hockey guys, all the videos, all the free content you get. You got to keep SBR going by just simply betting at the sports books that they represent. Click their links on their website. But we'll end it with this. So, hockey. They're not scoring in this game. They're not getting – it's stuck at fucking 70-61. I've never seen anything like this. We're going to lose the fucking total and the fucking second half total, but the Ducks are up by 6 in the second half, and we're, what, -1. So we got a good shot at hitting that, but fuck me, man. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Fuck. We're going to be plus money on the night. We'll take it. We'll move forward. So we'll leave you with this. You got curling right now, Switzerland and Canada. Canada's -300. Canada should win, but I'm not really fucking around. I'm all business now. I can't fuck around with this money in the account. I'm going to bet the Olympic hockey, though. So a Russia-Canada parlay is -200. It's now -211. It's fucking going up. You know, if you want to take fucking, you know, the puck lines, I don't know, man. Canada's probably going to win by 8. Like, it could be a 2-1 game. Germany's going to compete with them. Canada probably win 4-1. They're -1.5. They could win 3-1 or something. It's -1.5, -154. OAR are -118, -1.5 goals. So if you think they're going to win, so if you want to parlay it, it's -200, -210. If you want to parlay Russia and Canada to both win. My best bet out of these is the Canada-Germany game to go under 5.5. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. It's going to go under 5.5, but it's -193. You can mix it up. You know, how about this? Canada-Germany to go under 5.5. Parlayed with Russia to win. -112. I'm going to click this. I'm in. Russia to win the game. Canada under 5.5. -112 parlay. That's a winner right there. Russia's going to win. Russia, Czech Republic scares me, the total. But the fact that they made it -167, 5.5 to the under, it's like, you know, they're baiting you to bet the over right now. So I don't really want to take the bait. They're like, hey, look, we'll give you +140 if you want to go over 5.5 here. It should go over 5.5, right? Russia scores all the time. Yeah, why are you giving 140 then? Fuck, because you fucking think it's going to be fucking low scoring. The Czech Republic is going to slow Russia down. It's going to be tough for Russia. It's not going to be a rout this game, but I think Russia should win. But, you know, they should win, but it's no, you know, it's going to be tough for them. But the total I sort of think Russia's going to win 4-2. I could see Russia being up 3-2, getting an empty netter type thing. But I'm gonna parlay Russia and Canada under. Russia to win the game under 5.5. That's gonna be one of our parlays, and we'll play another parlay: Russia to win the game with Canada to win the game. And then we'll play like Canada. You know, mix it up however you want, but. I like Russia to win. I like Canada to win. I like Canada to go under 5.5. And you know what? I think Russia's probably going to fucking win. Like, you know, I want to take the under 5.5, but I feel like it's a trap. I really think it's going to get to 6, but I'm not going to bet the over. But I'm not going to give you the under 5.5 in the Russia game. I can't do it. My gut instinct tells me that Russia's going to be up 3-2 and they'll score an empty netter to win 4-2, or they'll win 4-5-2 or something. I can't. I'm not going to force it. So I'll take Russia to win, parlayed with Canada, Germany under 5.5. And then I'll play like a Canada-Russia parlay, maybe throw in a live overnight in game or something like that. And with that, we wrap it up. Now, I don't fuck with Germany at plus 1.5. Canada can win by 2. Exact. Good luck, Danner. Good to see you, Robert Danner. That's the thing, man. Cody, you're right. They're going to fucking try to oh, good shit, Drew, on Fantasy Factor. Thanks, Stooch. Listen, if I had to bet the fucking total in the Russia game, I would go under. It's going to be tight. It's a fucking semifinal game. Czech Republic and Russia is a big rivalry. That you guys see it, man. The Czech Republic did it to the U.S. They did it to fucking Canada. They have a way of slowing shit down and fucking just clogging up the ice and shit. But even that USA game ended up getting to 5, didn't it? Like, Russia are hard to stop. And another thing is, too, Russia aren't the most responsible defensive guys. They're a little, like, sloppy. You know what I mean? Like, Norway scored twice on them. Fuck. You know, like, you can score on Russia. That's why I'm concerned about the total. But if I had to take it, I would go under the number. But I think Russia wins. Parlay Russia to win with Canada, Germany to go under 5.5. It's minus 110. You're going to have yourself a winner right there. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks, Cody. Thanks, Bobbert. Thanks, Max Van Fob, Finney, Danner, Druzilla, Stooch, Degenerate Dean. Good to see you, Gogster. Royal T talking about calling in. I'm not sure. What up, Jay? We'll talk baseball preseason tomorrow, Jay. But yeah, Major League Baseball preseason isn't like NFL where you want to be betting. It's all fucking whacked. But fuck, I can't get out of here. For the record, Detroit Tigers, New York Yankees minus 160 against the Tigers tomorrow, plus 140. Minnesota Twins plus 110. Red Sox minus 130. Phillies plus 100. Blue Jays minus 120. I'm starting to buy into the Phillies could win 75 games, actually. Cardinals and Marlins, pick them. Astros minus 130 against the Nationals. Braves, Dodgers, and White Sox. It's first games of Major League Baseball. It's a clusterfuck. What we're going to do with the Major League Baseball preseason is we're going to let them play it out through the weekend and shit. And then we'll notice, all right, next on Monday and Tuesday, we'll be like, hey, look at these guys. They're 3-0. And, like, we'll isolate the team that's hot, and then we'll ride it. Other than that, you're on your own. We'll be on the radio tomorrow at 4. Watch SBR all day. Listen to me on the radio. We'll see you here tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern. Other night, you're on your own. Later.